There's a way.
And now for something completely different.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be. Welcome to Blacklist Universe tonight. WMD, Weapons of Media Distraction. With us here this evening, which is to say, we're just going to be talking about stories and coming up with stories and stuff, because I had a long talk with Elliot today, and you know what? Let's bring people in. Why did I bring Jeff? I'll bring in Jeff last. Let's bring in Matt Cosson first.
Hey, Mike. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. So we'll be drawing if we want to. I will be drawing the whole time. Maybe I'll show some of it. And if you want to put stuff up, I can put it up while we talk. But we're just going to be shooting the crap about and coming up with cool stories and ideas and things that are interesting and otherwise waxing rhapsodic.
Sounds good.
Rapping waxodic. It's rapping
Waxing.
waxodic.
Is it waxing or
is it waxing rhapsodic? Like Rhapsody. Waxing.
Yeah.
Rhapsody. Okay.
Yeah.
Waxing rhapsodic.
Yeah, there you go.
And Melissa and Amy are here, I am assuming, with one microphone again.
Hey! It helps prevent the echo.
And last and least, Jeff.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. I'm going to bring him in last. Wonk.
Hold on. Now I have to remind Elliot. Elliot's the one who got me to do this, because I was just going to not have a show tonight because I'm kind of tapped out. But I called him and we were shooting the crap, and it was just so much fun. We're like, oh yeah, we should do this tonight. So that's what we were doing. But now he's late.
I'll be right there.
All right. He'll be right
Hello.
here.
I'll be right there.
So until Elliot gets here, why doesn't everybody give us a little what's up? Actually, let's say hello to Iron Age Media in the chat, and obviously Amy and Jeff and Melissa. And why am I even bothering? Everyone's already here. All right. Yeah. Hi.
Elliot.
So, Raven nevermore. Nevermore. Quoth the Raven nevermore. Thank you, Raven nevermore, whom I'm quothing.
Although if it's Poe, you should do it on a southern accent. Quoth the Raven nevermore. Boy, that sounded awful.
Terrible.
Oh, my God.
Hello. How many more accents can you say that in?
Hello. Quoth the Raven nevermore.
No.
Quoth the Raven nevermore.
Quoth the Raven nevermore.
Good eye. Let's eat that raven, mate. That raven is right out.
Quoth the Raven nevermore. I don't know how many. Quoth the Raven nevermore. 9. Okay. So how's everybody doing? Amy, what you guys been up to this week? Let's say hello. How did you?
Well, let's see. I've been doing some coloring. It's so funny. I always got some big pages I was working on, and I had it on like my computer, and that's the one that mostly does most of our programming on. So I'm kind of like, I've got to do this on one of the other computers. And I moved it over, and then I put the high-res stuff on there, and then Photoshop just went, I'm like, oh man. So I went and I actually got, I can't believe it, but I got Krita up and working on that. And it's like having no problem with the higher resolution. So I'm like, okay.
You got what?
Krita. Have you heard of it? Yeah, it's like a little open source art program. It's been around like forever, but it's working. I had to make the brushes for it and everything, but it's running and it seems stable and it's going along good. I'm starting to get kind of the hang of that now. I'm like, okay, so hopefully I'll start speeding up here a little bit, but it's been, well, a little bit of a learning curve on anything, but it's coming along.
Right on. So did you read all of the Lone Star stuff?
That was epic. Yes. And I will not say anything about it except that it's all very good.
Yeah. Was there
That was scary.
any highlights or low points?
Ooh, this is gonna sound kind of like visually.
You can
when I
spoil
was going-
anything from the first 2 issues because it's already out there.
Oh, okay. Anything from the first 2 issues. Well, I remember it's kind of funny. I was talking with someone who was talking about your book later, and I remember when I was flipping through it, there's this cool scene. There's this really fancy wicker chair, and I remember looking at that and going, "Holy smokes, that's incredible!" And just kind of staring at it for a minute, and I'm
Oh,
like,
good.
"Wow."
I'm glad I
was-
didn't spend all those hours drawing the wicker chair.
Shades
that
of the
people
chair
just
stream.
skip past it. The chair stream? What,
Yes.
Jeff?
Wasn't there a stream where you had nothing but a wicker chair on?
No, it was just the chair. But there's a wicker. I drew a wicker chair in a scene in
It was
Lone
like this-
Star 2.
Yeah, it looks like a throne almost, or something like that. But I've seen those kinds of wicker chairs at like import stores before. and they're
Yeah, and like they're in all these movies, and we used to
Yeah.
have one here, but it got kind of trashed.
okay.
My wife had it. It was from her parents' house, but it's like they're from like the 70s, and they're like in every dang movie in the 70s has one of those wicker chairs in it.
Like
and
it's
so-
so grandiose.
Yeah, it is like a wicker throne. The great wicker throne.
It's so grandiose and so common at the same time. It's like this is kind of amazing.
Right. And I'm glad that's the highlight of my magnum opus for you was the wicker chair.
Well, you said the first 2 issues, right? I just remember being struck by that, and I was talking to a friend who was like, "Oh yeah," and he was talking about all the things in there, and was talking about this one, and I'm like, I actually remember seeing that because I'm like, holy, that was a lot to do. But of
Yeah.
course, all of your drawings are very smart, and your posing is always great. So it's
Thank
just
you.
very good.
Yeah, Mike's a real poser.
What? He doesn't have to be a poser. He's a jet.
Oh, wait a second. That's very skilled poser.
Very
Posier.
yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways. Oh, I forgot. Potts has the controls.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Aloha, Comics
Just
Bear.
judge.
Oh my goodness, we have ourselves an additional guest, the country gentleman.
Edwin!
How's
Good
it going?
evening, everyone.
Hey!
Aloha.
Hello.
Let's move Edwin
How are
up
you?
here. Move Jeff way
Wow.
down here.
Wow. That's gonna leave a mark. I should feel the bruising on my soul.
Oh,
Aw.
good,
now.
Jeff. I'll get you a soul ice pack.
Do I look like I care?
Put some ice
yeah,
on
no.
it.
Edwin, how's it going?
It's good. It's late for me though.
Yeah,
Kind
you
of,
look like you're ready for bed.
Yeah, I'm kind of solar powered these days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You look like you're going to bed in my grandmother's bedroom.
Yeah, kind of. With this,
work a chair?
my grandfather built this house,
Nice.
and so the portraits behind me are like some of our family going back to like maybe the late 1890s.
Awesome. And one more guest, the man responsible for this stream tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Elliot Fernandez.
He's awake, I think.
Wow, he did it again.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you're down there at the bottom, Jeff. Just...
What's up, y'all?
What's up, there, y'all?
Hey.
Hey, can I hear myself right? I don't think I hear myself right.
I hear.
Can y'all?
Oh,
Can
I
you guys
hear
hear me?
Okay.
Yes. Oh,
I
hey,
hear you
look, we
just
have some
fine.
art I can put on the screen. All right.
Doo-doo.
So what I do wrong?
Where do I begin, Elliot?
That's right.
No. So I called Elliot after I decided not to do a stream tonight because I was just I was starting to feel not to start the stream out as a downer. I was just starting to feel like there was no point because I'm not actively trying to grow my channel.
Right.
It was like, then what's the point of doing anything? Right?
Life is all about YouTube.
Well, I mean,
It's a very existential question, Mike.
Well, no, I
What
mean,
is
like,
the
what's the point of doing anything on YouTube if your point
Right,
isn't
right.
to grow your YouTube channel? And
That's
then I was talking
That's
to
true.
Elliot for an hour or two, and we were just shooting the crap and having a good old time. And we were having so much fun. We're like, we should just do this on the channel
Yeah.
tonight,
Yeah.
because we were coming up with just story ideas, and I just kind of want to keep doing that because it was so fun. It's like most I come up with so many stories, and I'll probably never do most of them and all that kind of stuff. But it is just fun to just shoot ideas around and create stuff. So it's Elliot's fault that we're streaming.
That's what's up.
Well, thank you, Elliot. It's always great to be on with everybody and get to talk.
Yeah, and that was
Certainly.
also one of Elliot's points. It's like, look, he just comes on to hang out and have fun, and it's like, yeah.
Oh, I've got to ask Elliot. What is the furthest north you're going to do a convention?
That's a great
I'm on
question.
the East Coast now.
That's a great question. I'm actually considering doing. I have to tighten up our plans with Andy, but I think we're planning on doing Heroes this year.
Oh yeah, North Carolina.
Where's that?
Is that
Yeah,
Charlotte?
I think that's in Raleigh.
Raleigh?
I think.
No, it's not in Raleigh.
Could be.
Um,
Well, yeah, if you come to North Carolina, then I will definitely drive across. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's in Charlotte.
Now, yeah, it is in Charlotte. You're right. And then I'm actually also thinking about the week before going to Georgia for Joe Fest.
Yo, Joe.
I have
Speaking of,
never
where's
done.
Kevin?
I don't know. I was going to talk to him about it too.
You know, it goes to Joe Fest quite a bit.
Who does?
Shearer.
Yeah, I know. That's what I figured. I'd
Here.
run around with him for a little bit.
Bring
And
my-
I think about going with my buddy Felix, who's also known as COVID Commander.
Bring
So
my
that might
six-pack.
be.
Bring my 6-pack of Modelo.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. What's up?
Sounds like everybody's got their weekend planned out.
Well, that's in
Well,
June.
when is it?
That's in June.
Oh.
I think the weekend of the 11th is Joe Fest, and then the following weekend is Heroes in Charlotte.
So you're just gonna stay up there at
No, I
Ryan's
can't
house?
afford to do that. I can't afford to do that, but I'm definitely gonna ride back up with Andy for Heroes, but I think we're gonna do a Saturday for Joe Fest and come back on Sunday. I've always wanted to go. I've heard so many things about it all these years, and I'm a big G.I. Joe guy, so yeah.
Is the whole convention about G.I. Joe? Really?
Pretty much, yeah. There's
Wow.
also like different like military collectible stuff there too, and mostly nerd culture collectible military stuff. Yeah, I got. I'm messing around with some GI Joes right now. Playing around with berets and headgear on little guys' heads. Squishy, 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 squishy.
Are you making your own Joes or something? Or
Actually, I have been. I did this. I got this is another company called Valaverse, and they make these like more modern military guys with actual modern military weapons and gear. And I put Duke's head on there, and so I do a lot of what they call kit bashing. Kevin does it too. We just start pushing things around. What I'm excited to do is they're putting out it's the sculpt on the head is terrible for Falcon. I don't know if anybody remembers Falcon from G.I. Joe. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Tony Stark mustache,
Whoa.
and I'm going to turn him into Footloose, who was one of my favorite G.I. Joes when I was growing
Oh,
up,
yeah.
which is the one that got me into wanting to become a soldier, which is why I joined the army in the first place. So,
Kevin Bacon made you want to enlist?
no. Footloose, the infantry soldier, and G.I. Joe.
just go with Kevin Bacon. It's cooler.
I'm not
Kevin
going with
Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
I'll eat bacon.
Who? I mean,
Not
who
good for
doesn't
me.
like? Who doesn't
It's
like
not
Kevin
that
Bacon?
kind of show. It's not that kind of show.
Not that kind of show. All right. My bad.
Who doesn't
My-
like Kevin Bacon?
I like Kevin Bacon, fine, but I'm not. I don't
What
want
are
to
they
actually.
doing?
No,
You're not
VJ,
gonna
I'm not making a video on how to do NFTs, all the crypto stuff behind your pre-launches and this other stuff. No. Thank
Trying
you
to
for
read the chat.
asking.
Sean Durham says, "Take my money." Where are you taking my money to? I don't understand.
Okay. And what did you want in exchange?
Two of us are trying to control this.
I
You know
think
what?
he wants the Kevin Bacon G.I. Joe figure.
Ah,
Hey,
We'll just call him Quicksilver. We'll call him Quicksilver. You guys remember that?
Are you showing
Yeah,
anything
that was a
else,
good
Elliot?
movie.
Am I going to show anything else? Yeah, I want to show you
Quicksilver,
this.
1989. I had the movie
This-
poster to that until recently.
This is my favorite GI Joe. I put a classified head on a small body.
Nice.
Destro.
Nice.
Super deformed Destro.
Super deformed Destro. He's the best.
So for the Quicksilver
James Bond
Kevin Bacon, are you gonna do like a 10-speed bike with him?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna find a 112 scale messenger bike.
Hey, he
Like
has a beret.
A beret.
He's a beret.
That's true. And a satchel, or a messenger bag.
What about a
You need a
kilt?
purse.
Yeah.
Would it be a raspberry beret?
Well, if it was a purse,
Red
then it would have been the IDW GI Joe.
Oh, oh,
Hello.
what's up?
So I've been throwing this idea around about crowdfunding enough, like $10 million or something, to buy IDW.
Nice.
Because their
Hmm.
stock is only worth 10.2 million. So you could probably go in and do a hostile takeover of the company. And I thought that would be an awesome use of my time and effort.
So you pull an Elon Musk, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tweeted the idea to Elon Musk, but he hasn't responded, unfortunately.
You'd only need a controlling share, enough where you could control the board.
Right, but here's the thing: how do you get $5.2 million worth of the stock without increasing the price as you go? Right, so it's like by the time you bought half of it, the shares would be worth twice as much. Right? Isn't that how it works? How it works in crypto?
Potentially, maybe, but it's not.
It's
not
only
like
if
a
you do it
DEX.
above board.
Do it a what?
Above board, like legally,
Oh, well, how else would you buy stock?
illegally.
How can you illegally buy stock?
Simple. Don't get caught.
Jeff, it was good seeing you. Yeah, if anyone in the chat has any good ideas, feel free. Iron Age Media says I'm good for about $10. That's what I'm saying. All you need, all right, legitimately, all you need is 100,000 people with. Wait, am I doing the math wrong? No, you need 1 million people with $10 each.
Hi, Panda.
You need 100,000 people with $100 each, or 1 million people with $10 each, and you're there, right? Right.
Now, would you get the licenses with the studio too?
I would assume, yeah, you would have all the licenses until they expired, and then that's the thing. You could even go, but so they lost the GI Joe and Transformers license because they have gone terribly woke and they're going terribly broke. But I've had meetings with meeting with Hasbro, man. And they liked my ideas for Transformers way back. But back in the day, that was when I was with Alias Enterprises. And even though they loved our pitch, they went with IDW because IDW was a more they weren't a startup.
Recognizable brand.
And their problem with Dreamwave had the license before that. Their problem with Dreamwave was a startup, and so they had quote unquote startup issues, and they didn't want to go with another startup, and Alias had only been around for like 6 months or so at the time. And so they went with IDW because they were more established, and IDW has gone completely woke, driven both of those properties into the ground in the comics world to the point where Hasbro took it away from them, and now I don't think they're anywhere.
Who was the one on artist at IDW that turned GI Joe into like this homoerotic kind of weird stuff?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That one dude with the
That
thing.
Yeah,
one
I'm not as. I don't care.
you might not even have to buy half to control the board, depending on who the other owners are.
True. I do wonder how much of the stock is in private, like, the hands of people who quote unquote owned it before.
But you should be able to see who the owners are through the SEC. You should be able to see who the
Someone else could look that up.
So it's doable, man. It's doable.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you'd be going in with the 5th biggest publisher in the industry in America, which is
In America.
which is a pretty good deal, I think.
Freedom Land. Vic in the chat is dropping burns on Elliot.
That
He
convention
said
Elliot's
that's
going.
the convention Elliot is going to. It's based on that particular GI Joe.
That's it, man. I want all the woke Joes. Snowflake. I want
up.
Snowflake and
Zach.
and blue hair. I want
Land
all
whale.
those-
Blue hair and snowflake.
Cat lady.
Vic also
They're
has
just-
the super chat too.
Skippy. What would be a? I don't know.
Do I dare touch it? Do I dare touch it?
Super chat?
Yeah,
What? I don't see a super chat.
right there.
Where is that? Oh, way up there. Vic says actually, Edwin, would you be my guest?
Vic for $1.99, 1 cent less than $2. Says there's going to be a Cowboy Chaps GI Joe. I bet. Oh, I just can't quit you.
Well, maybe when we
Wow.
take over.
How crazy would that be?
See, I am useful.
That's
There
his
you go.
whole costume is just the chaps.
There should be one GI Joe team that's recruited solely from women's roller derby.
Okay, that might actually be fun. Do they get to keep the roller skates?
Listen, as long as I can cosplay in chaps, I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Roller derby with guns. I don't know. You might be onto something.
I don't know.
It's Village People Joe.
Young man, when you're away from home, young Mike.
Zach Richmond says, "Isn't Robert Kirkman getting the license for GI Joe after IDW lost theirs?"
I hope so. He might do a good job
I
with
don't
that.
know. I haven't heard anything about it, but don't even think that Robert Kirkman's any less woke than the guys at IDW.
Yeah, but he does good stuff though. Like Invincible was good, and maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
Can they actually get licenses to individual people?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He's
is
running
it always
Image
go to
pretty much.
studios, or can a single
Well,
person
Kirkman
be
has
like?
a business, so he's
Oh.
and he's a
Yeah, he's got
member
Skybound.
of Image. So
Yeah, they're gonna want to have some legal entity that they could potentially sue. Sean Durham said Mortal Kombat twice, by the way. Is that
Mortal Kombat is owned by Warner Brothers, so any Mortal Kombats would come out through DC.
Yeah, that's why they did the Mortal Kombat versus Justice League or whatever, DC.
Injustice.
Injustice. No, it was something else. It was Mortal Kombat versus DC something. Because it was
really?
yeah, it came out before Injustice, I think.
Ah, right.
Zach says that's true, but Invincible and Walking Dead were good. See, that's what I'm saying.
Walking Dead sucked. It was good for about the first 4 years.
He's
Yeah.
talking about the
that-
comic. though.
I'm
That-
talking about
that-
the comic, yeah.
Oh no, the show is like it's just
No,
basically.
the show always sucked.
Yeah, it repeated the governor over and over again.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to know how you end a series like that. I mean, it's like okay, happily.
Okay, you know what? That is a great starting point, Amy. So, say we were to create our own zombie series.
Okay.
How would we make it better than the trash that was The Walking Dead? Like, first of all, what I would do is I would start it with you'd actually know that the zombie virus was caused by and specifically only affected people who took the shot.
Oh,
that was
Nice.
engineered.
oh,
So that way it would
Oh,
be
boy.
topical.
Yeah.
Stream going down in 5.
Well, I didn't
We-
say what shot, Jeff. Sheesh.
a shot, a
You and your
shot.
assumptions. Yeah.
Well, I mean, a
Jägermeister,
shot
obviously.
that affected your actual DNA, like by using mRNA, would leave a marker, maybe that could be
That's right.
targeted.
That's right.
That's interesting.
That would be targeted by a real like zombie virus that was probably also cooked in a lab by Fauci.
That
Or
wouldn't
someone
happen.
like you.
I'm sorry,
That wouldn't happen though.
I got YouTube people knocking at my front door. I'll be right back.
Reminder, don't take medical advice from Mike. Shut up, Bear. I have the best medical advice.
So
I
would
feel
this
like
be
I feel like zombies should decay faster, though. It seems unlikely that something like that would hold together. Isn't that what 28 Days Later did best? Where like the
Yeah.
zombies
Yeah.
just kind of fell apart.
It was
Yeah.
the shelf life of dead flesh, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. But there are billions of people on the planet. It could still be a while
That's
Well,
true.
if they get infected in stages.
Depends on where they're located, right?
True.
Location.
Just tangentially here, Vimmery says, I knew Tim Ryall, the former editor of IDW, around 15 years ago in a convention. He wasn't woke at that point. I don't know what happened to him. You mean Chris Ryall? You might be
Yeah.
confusing him with
With Israel.
oh my God,
I-
Ted Adams. But
I feel like-
or you're talking about Ted Adams and you're confusing him with Chris Ryall. One way or the other. Yeah, Chris Ryall actually came by and bought one of my Wolverine covers at a con in around 15 years ago, yeah, something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. You never know what happens to turn people. Maybe they take injections that mess with their DNA and they go woke.
Or maybe they figure out what happens if you don't.
So you're saying the woke virus is an actual virus?
The woke virus is the virus that causes people to become zombies, but in our story, it's metaphorical. Oh no,
It's
it's
an
not.
allegory.
It's not metaphorical.
Oh,
It's,
it's actually true.
Are you saying it's literally literal?
It's literal in our story, whereas it's metaphorical in real life.
You just blew my mind.
Right?
My brain is
Right?
hurting right now.
He
what I
blinded
did
you
there?
with science.
Blinded me with.
Dude,
All right.
deep.
Go ahead, Amy.
I think Zach has an interesting point here. He says, "What about a zombie show where the zombies are the good guys and they're trying to keep the humans away? If having zombies as a character is really important to your story, maybe the idea of having the infection be possibly could go because sometimes you see like stories with vampires and some of them are bad and some of them are good, and it kind of seems like depending on their alignment with light or whatever that it can have different effects. If you really need to have the zombie thing as a pivotal part of the story, it might not hurt to find a way of having them be heroes that could, stick around.
What was the Will Smith zombie movie?
I am Legend.
Yeah.
Okay, if you read the book,
Yeah,
Will
that's
Smith is actually the monster.
yeah, that's where I was going to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also that one where the zombie becomes the chick's boyfriend.
Yep.
That's one of my
Oh,
favorite
God.
zombie movies. I don't remember the name of it, but I really
Warm bodies.
Yeah, that was it. Warm Bodies.
Warm
Why
Bodies.
do I know that? Oh.
It was a
Um,
great movie.
the
Was
pro-
it? Oh, okay, good.
one of the problems though, that when you bust up the monster into good and bad factions, you end up losing a lot of tension, because then you're introducing a lot of interplay between the monsters, this and the other. It just, I don't know. I personally don't think it would work. I think it would kind of get bogged down into minutia.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think it would kill tension. My
Well-
opinion.
Well, no, because what you could do is you could have half of the zombies be super like leftists.
I'm
They're like
picking
trying
up on
to,
a
they're trying
theme
to
here.
create zombie utopia and
Oh,
like
no.
eating everyone who disagrees with them.
There's
And they all
that.
have blue hair, so you can tell. If you see a zombie with blue hair, run.
Dude,
Right.
you just described CNN.
Oh,
Hey-o.
I guess if there were kind of a striking visual difference, like you could tell, like, oh, that's the really monstrous ones. And then maybe you'd have an ability to either, like, if a hero might fall too far to one side, then in that case, you're getting like Ninja Turtles and the mutagen kind of stuff. Like additional exposure to it could either turn them back to like normal or make them turn into a monster. Then you could add things in that way. Because that's the fun thing about fantasy. Whatever rules work for your story, you can kind of put them in there. But you need to figure out what your conflict and tension is.
Well, my thought is that whatever the threat is, it always has to evolve, because at one point or another the characters become used to the threat, or will figure out how to mitigate the threat, in which case you're always having to throw something in front of the protagonists to keep the tension going and to keep people wondering what's going to happen next. So that's the problem with why the Walking Dead TV series is kind of petering out. It's because after the whole zombie thing, it stopped being about zombies, and they started having to recreate dictators that were trying to either oppress them or kill them. And after a while, the zombies are nothing more than just background noise. So that's my opinion. But if you have that threat that's constantly evolving or evolves periodically, that way you always maintain sort of the sense of danger and dread.
So the evolving threat, would that be always zombies in your opinion? If you're making like a zombie comic, so you don't just go off and go, okay, now it's a dictator, or now it's a robot.
Oh.
Wait, zombie dictator? What did I miss?
I know, right? That sounds kind of cool.
Wait, isn't that what we have now?
Yep.
So does the zombie virus make you want to change your Facebook profile to a Ukrainian flag? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Hey guys, Corn Pop was a bad dude.
He was, and he ran some bad boys.
Corn Pop. Oh man, come on, man. Corn Pop and Jiffy Pop. Jiffy Pop is good. I like it with salt and butter, but hey, what are you gonna do?
That Corn Pop, you gotta look out for him.
Hey, little girl, you smell real good. Hey, like, zombies here. I don't know what's going on.
And the hair on my legs, it stands up.
I think if you want to see zombie, like what would happen in a zombie apocalypse, look at things that happened in real life. Like, for instance, what happened in New Orleans. Remember when everything flooded, Hurricane Katrina, all that stuff, the aftermath.
Yeah.
And also look at what happened in
Detroit.
Was it? Well, Detroit, but the more recent, what happened in remember, was it the Chad? They had that got taken over the police station at the center of the city in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, something autonomous zone.
Yeah, it's what's sad is you see how close reality is to fiction when you see how crazy it got. You know,
It's always in the case, I think, where there are places where people are, where they're just kind of godless. You know, I feel like it's a certain kind of people that always end up falling to that kind of fear and despair so quickly. and try to make a way for themselves, usually at the cost of others. So I think you could write a story where, like, if there were disease or something that could play towards what a person's like character is and what their strength is. I mean, if somebody were on the inside a monster, a serum might make them a monster. But if it were released in a place where a lot of wicked people were, then that would make a lot of monsters. But if it ended up out someplace where a lot of like good people were who wanted to help take care of others, then you might end up with people who are more like heroes.
Raven Nevermore says Left 4 Dead series had various types of zombies, like the Shrieker, I think it was called.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, in what is it? In Walking Dead, they have Don't they have like runners and walkers and
Well, they do now.
sitters and fence sitters? I don't know what they call them.
When they ran out of dictators, they started evolving the zombies.
Yeah. Well, I think it would be good if you made it so that the zombies weren't as completely brain dead as just hungry animals. They were like, petulant 2-year-old children.
That's like Chud 2. You ever see that movie?
Oh yeah,
Chud 2, cannibalistic. Was it
cannibalistic human underground dwellers.
Yeah,
Humanoid underground.
humanoid
Oh,
underground
sorry.
dwellers, yeah. The second
So-
one,
sorry,
the second
Jeff.
movie,
All right.
the
I
second
forgive
movie, he the
That's-
zombie
that's-
makes a gang.
That's going to leave a mark.
So that's how they were in that
movie.
movie?
What was it?
You brought it up. You're saying that's how they were in that movie?
Yeah, in that movie, the one of the zombie guys, he gets loose. He's actually semi-intelligent, where he converts a bunch of other people into zombies, and they start following him, and they start like making like this plan to overthrow people without really talking too much, just grunting and smiling and making expressions. But it's more of a comedy, the whole thing, and it's pretty funny. But it's cheesy, but it's just funny. But yeah, it's basically they're smart,
I guess
The first one. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, I guess that's an angle too. You could always make a funny story, and then it can be a little, the challenges can be a little not quite
Funny
so
you should
bad.
say that. Funny you should say that. Mike and I were talking about funny stories earlier too.
Really? Oh, fun! What did you
About
come up
making
with?
comedies out of horror.
Yeah.
Where is Mike?
Oh,
Where did Mike go?
call the police.
I'm right here. You can hear me.
Dang it, Mike.
So how would Hellraiser, for instance, become a comedy? Or is it already?
Ah, that's true. Well, some of them have been like comedies. They're goofy.
Yeah, that's not really where we were going with that.
No, we're,
Hellraiser.
I have an idea that I'm playing around with that I'm telling Mike like it's a serious concept. And then Mike goes, that should be a comedy. Like, what? He sounds like Mel Brooks. I'm like, all right. That's not what I was trying to do.
You think this is my life story? What are you talking?
Yeah, that's it.
It's a drama. It's like it's a comedy. It's like
But it
it's
was
my-
great. It would have been.
It's my Gone with the Wind and you ruined it.
it's like I'm pouring my heart out.
Okay, it's like Gone with the Wind, but it's slapstick.
It could use a little more of that, I suppose.
Actually, Carol Burnett did Gone with the Wind, it was Gone with the Wind skit where she made her dress out of the drapes, but left the curtain rod in.
These amazing shoulder pads.
It's called Gone with the Window. I made that up.
Yep.
I made that up.
So it's like, beautiful dress. Yeah, thank you. I saw it in the window and had to have it.
That's really good. That's a good one. Gone with the Window.
I have a new art tool. You guys want to see?
Yeah.
What is your tool?
A speaker.
No, it's not. You think so because my image is really small. It's a pencil case.
I was gonna
But
say,
watch this.
That doubles as a
He's
speaker.
complaining that his image is really small. So there we go.
I'm not complaining, Mike. I'm just identifying a fact.
He's giving a cue.
What are you trying to say, Mike? Anyway, look at this. It has buttons on the front, right? And you might be thinking, Elliot, you've got plenty of these, don't you? Yeah, I do. But what I don't have is one that flops down like this. I have to zip it down a little further.
Oh wow.
It locks in place, and why is it not going down? Oh, because I have it like this. Oh.
So your
And
pencil
then,
case is floppy. There might be a supplement that could help.
no, that's true. But that's not what I was thinking.
Right.
Thanks, Ed. And it stands upright. Yeah.
pill.
Awesome.
You can't see it. Look.
Cool.
Can you see that?
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
So your pencils
So
don't go
now-
everywhere.
Now at the conventions, it takes up
Mm.
less real estate.
There you go.
You just set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it.
This episode of Weapons of Mass Distraction brought to you by a great pencil case.
There
Hey,
you go.
how'd that thumbnail go?
No. It's
Zach
Ron
Richmond.
Gray pencil case.
Yeah, it is.
Zach Richmond is trying to rescue your ego, Elliot.
Aw. I need that.
He says, Elliot, have you lost weight? Looking svelte. Svelte.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have.
Hey, I felt that from here.
Hopefully intentional.
I'm working on it.
Oh, good.
Whoever
As long as
svelte
you're
it, dealt it.
Look at Sheldon Martin's there. Yeah, yeah.
I thought he was trying to imply that
Nice.
you're Norwegian. One of the two.
Yeah. That's Swedish. Did this just become an infomercial, Six Comics Bear? Yeah.
Indeed.
What do
Yet
you
he didn't
think?
tell us where to get one of those fabulous pencil cases.
Amazon.
Oh, there you go. That's
The
what's up.
devil.
Edwin?
Hi,
Yeah, I'm
Zippy.
still cool.
Vic for $4.99. A green super chat. Elliot's mission for his GA team. GA team. I guess it's like GI.
Gay.
Yes. I want you to run over here with that guy's shirt. And his chaps, probably. Sir. Yes, sir. And rainbow flag. I think the rainbow flag lets us know.
That's
I don't
the
think that's about
anti-trans
God's
flag.
covenant.
FYI, that's the anti-trans flag.
Well, is it?
Yeah.
What
There's
is?
this whole thing that was trending on Twitter that's LGB without the T.
Well, I think everybody's had enough. It's just like, we may engage in sword fights and
Whoa.
Wait
stuff
a
like
minute.
that, but that
Where's
trans
this
stuff
going?
is just a bridge too far.
Faux show.
And we have Zippy.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than a gay dude who gets trapped.
We have Zippy, and then let me practice my Zippy voice here.
There you go.
That's a case brought to you by Jerko.
There you go.
Can you imagine though being a gay dude and you're like in a gay bar and you get hit on by this really attractive gay man and then you get him home and you're like, "You're a woman."
Oh no! Oh no!
This
It's like
is
that Wendy's.
unnatural.
It's like that Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef?
Oh no.
I'll be back. You handle that, Elliot.
I remember
what
seeing
am I-
a.
Go ahead, go
ad-
ahead.
It wasn't for. I don't think it was for Wendy's, but there were some people who were protesting outside of a Wendy's.
Oh, I don't know.
That was so funny. So these people were coming out of the Wendy's and they had their things. And then they were like, when they opened the door to leave with their burgers and stuff, there were a bunch of protesters out there. The guy looked so offended, and then he kind of looked over the crowd, and it was all redheads, just like a sea of redheads protesting Wendy's. And they were kind of like, "Oh, okay." They were like, "We have some pigmentation because it's usually little."
Because when he's depicted as big stark white, it's like I
on
have
the
some
back, pigmentation, like a little. That was kind of funny too. Yeah, sure, the redheads are offended by Wendy's somehow, but I thought that was pretty cute.
Look, I'm just mad that redheads don't get enough, representation. Is that still a thing where redheads are being like eliminated from the universe? Is that
Everything?
happening still?
Yeah.
Yeah. I shared that meme like with somebody on Facebook, and it blew up like into this giant like threatening death and all this stuff type of thing. Like
To you?
Yeah. This guy it's funny. He worked for either Disney or Warner Brothers, and he was like, just came at me like I thought he was joking because he was so stupid and retarded. It was just like so stupid and juvenile. I thought, are you joking? You're joking. This can't be serious. And he was like threatening, and he was like saying, I think he's using like honky and terms like that. I'm like, this got to be a joke. Can't be real. But he was really ticked because I just put a meme up where it showed all the redheads that comic book characters turn into black characters in actual live action films. And I said, gingers are people too. That's what I said. Yeah, they're people too, you know. And there's like literally there's like 5 dozen like characters that were all changed.
Yeah.
And so I just pointed that out, and then they were like going off, and I'm like, oh my gosh. It was one guy going off, the other guy didn't say anything. They just kind of let him go at me. But I'm like, I just blocked him after I reported him because I'm like, that guy's nuts. And he worked for a big studio and everything too.
Wow, really?
But he felt pretty much, I guess, entitled that he could say whatever he wanted and he get away with it.
The studios may be harboring people of ill repute. I'm just saying.
What?
That may be a situation.
How dare you?
Dude, that's an extreme right wing view.
Yeah, that's a
just why? Because I said it in 11th grade level terminology. Listen, Linda. Listen, relax. All of you, Lindas, relax.
So here's the thing. What happens in the story is that people, they have the zombie virus, but unlike in zombie movies where they turn really quick, sometimes they do. Sometimes they'll just drop dead, like when they're playing sports, and become a zombie. But a lot of them, they'll just be like slowly degenerating into zombies, but they're still intelligent enough to create a scenario, and they're still in control. So they actually persecute the people who aren't zombies.
Problem is, you're giving zombies like too much like intelligence.
Right? No, that's what I'm saying, because they're denigrating into zombies. They've got the virus.
Look, all you got to do.
Ultimately, it's not until they they get that massive myocardic heart attack or the stroke or whatever it is that kills their physical body, and then they become the zombies.
No. All you got to do
zombieopathy
is, it's true. All you got to do is have the zombie hordes as they're moving along, have statues fall down as they move along, and then they end up in HR offices, and they're signing on your pink slip. But it's all accidental. They're just moving around. It has to all be nonsensical. But
and it can be like they are kind of like vampires, because when they see a cross, they're like,
that is stay. So
well,
we should probably stay away from
do the zombies have pronouns?
They're erg and
they're it and
one's going to be a mayor. One's going to be a mayor or a governor going, just wiggling the paper around, but he mistakenly signs his actual name. So that's all script, real nice and fancy.
He wouldn't happen to look like Gavin Newsom, would he?
Oh,
hey.
Wow, I don't know what you're talking about, Jeff.
Yeah, are you trying to tie this to reality somehow?
I'm sorry.
This is all fictional.
What I meant to say was
fictitious, Jeff.
Navid Goose.
But he will have salt, pepper.
Then you would have humans who identify as zombies. You would have trans zombies.
That's right.
And they'll mistakenly walk into poles.
And you know what? The guys who have the zombie virus, but they haven't been zombified yet, they don't want people who don't have the virus to get it, so they all wear masks.
Oh, that's so unreal. No one would ever do that.
No?
Does it help?
I think but we should try it anyway.
I think it's a good. Yeah, I think we can do this.
All right, so they do that, and then what else? Okay, and then some of them are walking around in cat outfits.
A lot of them are furries. Yes, they're furry.
Mr. Mike, I am out of gas, so I'm going to have to say good night. Let me know. let me know when you're going to do a cross examination at like an earlier time.
At an
Be-
earlier time in the day.
Yeah,
What do you?
that'd be
What are you
good
up
to
to?
Jim.
What's your schedule look like?
I'm pretty flexible.
Okay.
I can't wait to visit with you.
Yeah, man.
Edwin.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
Keep me updated on the conventions because
I sure will.
Yeah.
I sure will.
Thanks for
Yes,
coming
sir.
in, brother.
All right, aloha, everyone.
Aloha.
Later. Oh, I was gonna say, Mike.
Yeah.
I just finished watching the Maze Runner series. It's 3 movies, and they have like a zombie type virus. They have the movie's about a virus outbreak, and it destroys the planet, and basically they turn into like a zombie state where they turn kind of angry,
That's right.
mad.
I totally forgot about that part.
Yeah, but they're semi-intelligent basically still though, because I mean until they really deteriorate. But I mean they can use weapons and stuff.
Oh boy. So
Yeah,
zombies with
Edwin's
guns.
North Carolina now.
That's so cool. I can't wait to see him.
Yeah, right.
That would be awesome.
The Carolinas.
He went all the way over there and skipped right past California.
Yeah, what the heck is up with that? Is that where his family is?
Yeah.
Huh? That's where his mom lives.
Yep.
That's a okay place.
I liked hearing his aloha in his southern accent. Aloha. Aloha.
All right. So, where's this
So-
story gonna go?
So here's what I'm thinking, right?
Okay.
We got to start off. It's a comedy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a comedy. Okay.
So we start off. We need a guy. We need a gal. It's a love story.
Oh, okay. Great. Romantic
it?
comedy.
Is it?
I love it.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Mhm.
There's this loser guy in England, and he's in love with this woman, and he's got a buddy who's also a loser, and they're always going to this bar called the Remington.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
And then there's a zombie outbreak, and hilarity ensues.
That sounds familiar.
That does
So when
sound
did you open the
familiar.
bakery?
I'm starting to think you didn't make that up.
Oh, it was just a shot of inspiration.
a shot of inspiration.
Shot of inspiration, like a bolt through the blue.
All right, Jeff. I don't know if you know how we're playing this game, but we're trying to be original here.
I think what happens first is first you have to establish like this guy is losing his job. Who's he losing his job to? Right?
A zombie?
The woman
no.
he's in love with.
Okay.
At first it's something else. At first it's like we explore all the typical social ills that we all are aware of, but we're going to educate some people on this movie.
Okay.
And then what's going to happen is the virus has to be something really silly, like something ultra mundane. Like it was in the coffee at the latest Barstucks. Right, and everyone's drinking the coffee, but there's something wrong with the creamer. The creamer came from
the creamer came from an infected cow.
Infected cow. Okay.
Mad cow.
Mad cow. Really, really mad cow, like angry cow.
Zombie cow disease.
Mutant mad cow disease. Yeah.
Mutant mad cow disease, and then that's what starts the virus, right? But people can't stop drinking the coffee because they're all spending like $20 on a cup of coffee.
You're not throwing that out.
Is the cow from Wuhan, China?
I don't know what you mean.
China.
Yes.
China.
Yes.
China cow.
It's a special coffee, like it's super international. Everybody knows about it.
Right.
Everybody's
And
ready
so
for it.
we're getting our creamer from cows in China now because all
of our cows died.
Outlawed in America because
Right.
of greenhouse gases. So all the cows have been moved to China because apparently greenhouse gases wouldn't bother us over there.
In China.
Yeah.
And
So it's
Barstucks
only
is
a problem
making
if it lives
millions.
here.
Yeah. And Barstucks has the exclusive China cow milk.
But Barstucks also has an app called TokTik, and right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're getting it.
Good old talk tick.
I was going to go with an AI creating a designer virus and somehow mass producing it, but okay,
That's
we can go.
that.
We can go with
That could have happened. That could have happened
Barstow.
too. So Barstow does this whole thing.
Or an AI that's working at Barstock's.
Yes. And then
because it's the world's first AI employee.
AI
but
barista.
As soon as the AI barista realized that mankind was no good, it set out to destroy us all.
Wait. Before we get to this, right? The opening shot is this guy waking up. He's a complete loser, like typical. And he wakes up, he's like, he goes out to check the mail or something. And there's a big balloon floating over his house.
Okay.
Right? It's a silver balloon or something.
Okay.
And then he's like, he bends down to pick up the paper. I don't know if people still use the paper anymore. Or he drops his phone. He picks up his phone, and there's a few drones behind him, like dragonflies. He has to swat them out of the way. And then he keeps going. And then you kind of building up to this, like, something's going on, but he's just so used to it because he's practically infected, even though he's not going. He's going to be our protagonist, right?
Yeah.
Then he goes to his job and he gets fired because he just got taken over by AI. His job is no longer necessary because AI is involved. Then he gets his last $5. He goes to get a coffee, but it's skyrocketed because the economy is not great. And he can't afford it, but everybody else is drinking that creamer that came from those cows that are over in China, because the only news source is on TikTok, and he's lighting up, and he sees the article on Google or whatever that all the cows got sent to China, and we got some new creamer from the lab, China, and there's a new thing. All right, go on, guys. What else is next?
Well,
Okay, so
you have to.
You guys think I'm kidding? I'm actually thinking about this whole thing really seriously.
No,
I'm
we're
like,
taking
okay,
notes.
what happens next?
We're recording this for posterity.
This is good.
So
What are we gonna call this?
zombie coffee.
Zombie coffee.
Coffee of the dead.
Coffee of the dead.
No, Java.
Coffee of the
Java. Yeah, Java of the damned. Java of the damned.
Java of the damned. There it is.
Write that down.
And then we can actually make the Java.
Yeah.
Right, and sell it. Marketing.
Who's gonna be our loser actor?
We're
just gonna draw him.
Steven Zahn.
Kill him.
Who's that?
You don't know
Zachary Levi. Zachary Levi could be our guy. He's gonna need a new job after Shazam.
That's true.
All
right.
We'll get Zachary Levi. He's a good loser guy. Jeff Potts, what happens next?
What was that?
What happens next?
Let's see. So we got coffee infects people. The only problem you're going to have is, okay, we can have people who are non-coffee drinkers, and they'll be the ones that are immune.
It turns out the same stuff that's in that is in a bunch of new diet sodas. By the way, Mike is yelling at me because I still have a Diet Coke today, but it's not as much as it used to be, Mike. I used to have like a lot every day. Now I'm drinking a lot more water.
I'm so screwed then. So
yeah, he says I'm in trouble.
Why you guys can't just be healthy?
I'm working on it, man. It takes a while, bro. I'm addicted. All right, so the balloon comes over, and then he looks. He's looking at Tok Tick, and he's like, man, or Tic Tac. He's looking at Tic Tac, and he's like, oh man, this thing's crazy. Look at ha ha ha. He starts laughing at the stupid thing that's on there, like everybody else laughs at stupid things. Then what?
What if it takes something like the balloon is actually going over the country, and there's a bunch of balloons that nobody's shooting down, and they're actually activating the population's zombie virus.
Yeah. That's cool.
So
But how do you?
We're now in steampunk zombie territory.
Is that what that is?
Steampunk.
Yeah, steampunk has freaking zeppelins.
No, not zeppelins. These look like weather balloons, but
these look like
China.
Weather balloons
from China.
China. And China has already wiped out half of its population with this with this technology.
Are we going to treat this like top secret? Is it going to be like one of those really farcical things, or is it going to be like a comedy, like you kind of play it straight?
No. It would be the character. It's not goofy characters. It's characters who are goofy.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
They're not
What would be
cartoonish.
different?
They're just juvenile.
Okay. So Zachary Levi still fits that.
Yeah,
okay.
he'd be good.
Zippy says, Big Coffee will unleash absolute hell against this project. You don't mess with Juan Valdez, dude.
Juan Valdez.
Well,
I thought you were
says
old.
it.
That
The way
sounds
Zippy
it.
says it is Valdez.
Uh-huh.
No,
Is that how he spelled it?
No, he spelled it Valdez.
I'm trying to help out Jeff. I'm trying to help him out.
No, don't help Jeff.
Yes, don't help me.
So, okay.
Don't help me.
Because I think it'd be funny if, like, the kids in school are standing up for the national anthem, but it turns out to be the Ukraine's national anthem. That'd be pretty great. Something like that. We gotta throw that in there somehow. It has to be in the news somehow.
Raven Nevermore says using 4G to activate it, although we call it 4K or something. So yeah, 5G cell phones.
It'd be 5J.
5G.
5J. That's it.
Zip it. Check your Twitter.
And then, well, this is normally I like to develop my ideas in acts first, and I go into the details. But it's just can't. We're getting all the goofy ideas out first.
Yeah.
So, all right. So he has to. So he has to save his girlfriend. That's the whole thing, right? He's trying to save his girlfriend. This is almost like what's that movie with the giant monster? Cloverfield. The whole time he's trying to get his girlfriend. Trying to rescue his girlfriend. She's trapped in one of the apartments in Midtown.
Dude, that's Shaun of the Dead.
And it's also Cloverfield.
I guess three's a charm.
Yeah.
All right. No, okay.
At this point, it's a trope.
Okay. How about this? How about he's going to get his girlfriend to team up, right? But maybe she's already a zombie. Does he have like a loser friend, like a buddy of his?
Is his friend
Like-
a zombie?
No, he is the loser friend.
Yeah, but this you need someone that's even more comic relief to be. You know how like in Shaun of the Dead you had the chubby guy next to the skinny guy.
Yeah.
That we need the chubby guy.
So comic and comic relief.
Is
Yeah.
there?
From the
Think
comedy.
about it, they were just Cliff and Norm in Britain.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm just saying we need to if we can get those guys together or whatever. He tries to get together with this girl. Actually, this is almost like there's another movie like this. They did the same movie. It's the same plot, actually. No, not quite. It's the one they did the same Shaun of the Dead guy with Scotty. He did the other one about the bars that they had to go to every bar and drink.
Yeah, that was
That was actually pretty funny. Wasn't as good as the other ones, but it was
World's
pretty
End?
good.
Yeah.
World's End. Yeah,
that was World's End.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Better than Hot Fuzz.
I never saw Hot Fuzz, but I also never saw Super Troopers.
Yeah, that's where you go
And-
wrong.
That's her yelling at me for that, Mike.
Yeah.
I really feel insecure. All right. So,
Mike. Making
so-
us all feel insecure.
so the guy's
Yeah,
mission.
Nighthawk Warrior makes a good point, Elliot. Why aren't you drawing a zombie?
Because I've drawn a lot of zombies in the past. All right, I'll draw a zombie. Okay, so zombies time it is. All right, so
Okay, so his friend has to be a black guy. And then we'll do it kind of like Scrubs.
okay, I know you like that. It can also be a little bit like Key and Peele. We need some celebrity guys for them to play off of. Like they already did Bill Murray in Zombieland. Need somebody like that.
Gene Simmons.
But he's dressed up as a demon. That's funny. But he's
Zippy,
just that guy.
Do you have a new Twitter?
He's just hanging out, you know. It's the apocalypse, and he's dressed up in his Kiss costume.
No, he's trying to monetize the zombie apocalypse.
There you go. There you go. All right. So what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? Okay, I'll think about that detail later about who we can bring in. For it has to be specific for that reason. You know, it's another good zombie movie. Well, it wasn't that good, but it was add Tom Hanks as a zombie. Why? That's
We'll
gotta
add
be.
Tom Hanks as a pedophile. How's that?
Oh man, Michael, you can't say those words.
I went right there, didn't I?
Yes,
you went
you
too
did.
far.
I
You
saw
went
that
too
low
far.
hanging fruit and I grabbed it like it was a kumquat.
Tom Hanks is a zombie? I don't remember that one.
I don't know what that
Yeah, I
is,
don't know
but
what he's talking about.
maybe Daryl Hannah's a zombie.
That was Splash.
So, yeah, but she was a mermaid.
If you want a guest star zombie, Tom Cruise would be the best.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, he'd be cool if he looks like if he's dressed up like Maverick as a zombie.
No, if he was dressed up like the guy from Tropic Thunder as a zombie.
Whoever that guy was, right?
Yeah.
All right. However his name was, Larry or Sam or something. All right. So, okay, what do we got here? We got. So this
What's
is
he
a.
trying to? Oh.
Huh?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out now. So our loser guy wants to go rescue his girlfriend. What is he trying to rescue her from? Are the zombies out yet or not yet?
Yeah, the zombies are all out. Yeah.
Okay, so the zombies
I'm
are
saying
already
that's the goal of the guy. That's the goal. Les Grossman says it be. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the goal of that's the plot of the movie. He's got to get to the end to rescue his girl, but maybe he thinks he can get. See, the problem is he's probably not that sharp to have like a cure. There can't be a cure. But maybe he's discovering the cure along the way.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
you can't cure the zombies.
You can't cure the
can.
zombies.
No.
You can only burn them all. The metaphor works like that. All right, so we're not going to burn anybody. No humans were harmed in the making of this story.
Yay.
So how about then?
Their zombies
What's
are
that for?
technically not human anymore, so
That's true. So
right.
we can lose all kinds of
They're
limbs.
communists
See,
now.
thinking, brain power. Watch it, Mike.
Oh, they all don't. They all have like empty heads.
Right, communists.
Oh, maybe their ears. There's stuff coming out their ears. Like their brains just melted through their ear ducts.
Communists.
Ear canal.
Communists, yeah.
And this guy's got blood too. This is a bleeding guy. All right. So, what else happens?
At what point do they make a bakery?
Wait, what?
What?
Or is that the other romantic comedy?
The bakery?
Yeah. Are we doing like a Hallmark version of a zombie movie? Or is this.
No, we're doing like a Super Troopers version of a zombie movie.
Although a Hallmark zombie movie would be different.
That's
I mean,
true.
we could even use a little Hallmark story grid where we could pick different things, except it's all zombies.
Except all zombies.
Well, then Dean Cain has to be in it.
Yeah, Dean Cain as the handsome romantic lead zombie.
No, he's the general. He's the general.
Yes.
You can cast him as a general. He's trying to get everybody, rescue everybody in the team. He's in the part of the team. There's a team now. They're all part of the group of people that want to participate in this incredible situation. I don't know, maybe not, but
a retired general that longs for small town life.
But they're zombies.
No, Dean Cain's not a zombie.
And no, he's fighting the zombies, but
Yeah.
The zombies are all in the bakery. Is what you're saying?
There you go.
They're baking cookies. But it's got to be like hipster. They have to be hipster cookies.
Not only does he have to stop the zombie invasion, he also has to save the bakery because the bakery's going under.
Oh, no. Is it because of a wicked developer?
Oh, wait. Do we still have an economy in the zombie apocalypse?
Of course we do, because if we don't have an economy, we don't have a bakery.
Oh
True.
yeah, yeah.
So Dean Cain is the
Heck.
sheriff of a small town, but the small town has been de-zombified, right? And so like there's a bunch of like there's a bunch of zombies on pikes like along the road entering. It says no zombies allowed, but they're all like still just, you know, they're dead, but they're undead, so they're like just wriggling around on their pikes like blah. So like it's a warning for zombies not to come into that town.
But they have flowers on them, and they're painted with bright pastel colors.
There you go.
It's a Hallmark movie, Mike. Remember?
Oh, right. Sorry. I forgot that part. Jeez.
I have more ideas I don't want to say out loud here because it might get Mike in trouble. But
No, go for it.
no, because it may also get me in trouble. However,
No, by all means.
hold on, I gotta draw this nose more.
Yeah, that nose was jacked up, dude. I don't want to say anything because you know how nice I am about that stuff.
Yeah, I know how great you are about anything when it comes to criticism.
All right, so small town sheriff who loves to bake.
Okay.
Is that what it is? He loves to bake.
He loves
That's
to bake.
funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. He loves to
Moved
He
there
loves
from
to
the big
bake.
city.
Okay.
Wanted the
Yeah.
small town life.
So is he kind of
Now-
like Hopper from Jaws? Like he's there in this new town, but he's single, right? He lost. He maybe
Now-
maybe he remembers his high school sweetheart. Has to go save her wherever she is.
No, so he's like a really like, you know, man's man kind of dude, right? And so he had a bakery, but nobody knew he was the baker. His wife pretended to be the baker, but then she passed away, so he had to abandon the city and
That's too
his
sad.
wife's
That's too
bakery.
sad.
Oh.
Well,
Now he bakes in private.
Wait, but he has to also own a Christmas tree farm.
Yeah. Well, in the winter.
course.
Yeah. Of course.
I mean, that goes without saying, Elliot. Really, you're gonna be obvious here.
And he's a baker all at the same time.
Make the Christmas cookies and then sell the Christmas trees.
Right. So
Yeah.
he bakes the cookies and delivers them on Christmas without anybody knowing. He dresses up as Santa Claus so no one can recognize him and delivers his cookies to all the children around town. What happened to the zombies?
And Gladys Knight is there, and she sings "Oh Holy Night."
But he adds milk to his cookies, and unbeknownst to him,
There you go.
has
That's
poisoned
yes.
his entire town except for the diabetics.
Because they're already poisoned.
Or we could
'Cause they
actually
won't
make them.
eat-
We
they
could
won't
make
eat-
the milk like a couple days past its due date.
And the people who won't eat gluten.
That too.
Yeah. That works. That works.
Is the cookies what caused the zombie virus in this town? Yes, this poor man who himself is lactose intolerant, so he never tried his own cookies.
That's right.
So
That's
now
right.
he just is overcome with the weight of guilt when he discovers that it was his Chinese milk that has damned his entire town, except for the gluten-free and the diabetics.
But Candace Burrs, she's the woman, the new woman in his life who's been encouraging him to bake more cookies, and he smacks the cookies out of her hand. No, in slow motion. Pa!
I can never make cookies again.
And he said, "What's wrong with you, Barry or Chad or whatever your name is?"
Dude, this is a Hallmark movie. He has to run into her and knock the cookies out of her hand and break the plate. It's her grandmother's plate that's been in her family for 1,000 years or something like that.
Yeah,
Wow, her grandmother's old.
Yeah, and he also drops the coffee. She was almost drinking the coffee, which everybody else is stuck in with the coffee.
Well, she has good genetics. And she has well, grandma had good genetics. Yeah.
There you go.
So you got the coffee, you got the cookies, And then there's got to be a lady baking a holiday cake, and that goes bad, really bad too.
Yeah.
That has to go bad. Okay, so we got the impetus, right? That's just the intro. That's just the setup. Well, not quite, right? We're not there. We're not quite into the second act yet, but I think that's a good start. We got to really make it sappy too.
Yes, it is.
You know, he's like, oh hey Lisa or Jennifer or whatever your name is, whatever generic name, girl,
Charmaine.
Charmaine, Ashley, Bridget, all kinds of names. And he's like, look, hey, thanks for encouraging me, but I'm not really ready to date yet. And then that's when the zombie thing happens, and then they fall in love during this apocalypse. No?
Wait, what?
No.
What happened to our main dude?
I'm saying that's our main dude. He's gonna fall in love again. He's gonna find love again.
Oh, I thought we were still with the.
I'm with the sheriff now. The sheriff is trying to find love again. He's got to find love
the
again.
Sheriff's not the main dude.
No,
Zachary Levi is the main dude.
Maybe Zachary Levi is the sheriff.
No, Zach
No?
Levi also left the city because the city was becoming overwhelmed with zombies. He makes it to this small town,
Which is safe.
He thinks it's safe because of all the zombies and the signs that say no zombies allowed. Right?
But he brought the milk.
Wait, so who's the guy with the Christmas tree farm?
Is
that Zachary Levi?
No, that's the
Huh?
sheriff.
Oh, I
That's
got you.
Dean Cain?
That's Dean Cain. Yeah.
I'm saying
Okay.
you got a lot of leading men in this story. You can't have too many leading men.
Well, I think we got Dean Cain doing way too much, so you should probably make Zachary Levi.
Dean Cain is the B story.
I think Dean Cain is the general that comes into town, and I would love to see him say something like, he's the guy that comes in and after Zachary Levi shoots his son later in the
What?
movie.
Wow.
Yeah, like in the Mist.
Taylor Lautner is the son.
Hallmark's
And then
going
he's-
dark.
And then Dean Cain says, "Citizen, what have you done?" Or normal guy, loser guy, what have you done? What? Oh, well, he doesn't have to shoot him. We can change that part. I just added that for color.
Well,
Taylor Lautner is the son, and somehow or another the virus turns him into a werewolf.
Did you say Cindy Lauper is the son?
Taylor Lautner.
Who's that?
The werewolf.
Jacob from the Twilight series.
I don't know. You may not know this about me, Michael, but I've never seen the Twilight series.
All right.
Right. Because I have dignity.
All right, going with that. Mountain Pass Music for $5 says, any chance you could go through all the different themes for Drawn and Quartered at some point? These streams are cool, though. One of my favorite channels. Oh, thank you, Mountain Pass Music. Go through all the different themes. Holy cow, that would...
How many episodes were there? It's over 100 episodes, right?
You guys remember the first one? What was the first one? Superman?
That'd be a good
No,
first one.
it wasn't Superman, was it? I don't even
I don't
remember. I know Wonder Woman was one of the first ones.
Who won the first one?
Okay, there you go. Nighthawk Warrior Comics. Taylor Lautner played Shark Boy from Shark Boy and Llama Girl.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, I know who that guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because he's not working anymore. So
That's
we'll
right.
get him. We'll get him.
He should be cheap.
Well, I mean, it's such a great
If not,
project.
we'll get
I'm
him
sure
to
you want
this-
to be involved.
My wife still thinks he's my bastard child, but
That's kind of funny. Good job. So this, by the way, is milk coming out of his ear.
there
Oh,
it
milk.
is. The milk
drink way too much of it.
reproduces in their brain. That's how the virus affects their brain.
You know how when you drink milk, it messes up your sinuses?
Yeah.
That's all part of it. It's all part of it.
Yes. And so it's constantly drizzling out of their orifices.
Yeah.
That might
Maybe
not
some out
look
of his
good on
nose.
film, though.
Let's just stick it then. Stick it.
What are you
stick it in
talking?
the ears.
If it was good for trauma, it's good for us.
White stuff dripping out of your orifices.
Horrify.
Or if I look, you don't have to put that definition to it. It's clear it's milk.
Just saying it's
I didn't say it was coming out of his
Let's
face
just
hole.
say it turns blue in the head.
Sure. All right. It's just red.
because then it could be like the blue milk that Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, I was about to go there. Then Luke Skywalker shows up and starts milking the zombies.
Oh my gosh. That was not said just now. Jeff, what are you saying? You're going to get Mike.
I'm
This
sure
is why
zombies,
Jeff doesn't get on my show very often.
I'm sure zombies
Jeff-
have nipples. I mean, you can milk anything.
You?
with nipples,
Oh
right?
my God. Oh my God. You're going to
Oh,
get
please.
We had
Nipplegate on this show. Don't give me that.
That's true. We did.
What?
Sorry. You're right, Jeff. You're right.
Remember the Jabba the Hutt Nipplegate?
No.
Oh
do.
my god.
I remember it somehow.
Kevin Sharp drew Jabba the Hutt, but the elbow looked like a nipple.
Yeah.
Gee, I
He
wonder
also
who
did-
pointed that out.
Where is Kevin? Kevin should be here. This is a very momentous occasion.
I know, right? The heck,
You guys think we're
Kevin?
being funny?
What are you
This
doing,
is this
Kevin?
is for real.
Yeah, this will be on the stands next week.
Well,
Coming to you from IDW. The new
Yeah, they're-
improved IDW.
that's the
How
only
much
that's,
Story matters.
Hallmark presents Milk of the Dead.
Milk of the Dead.
Dairy of the Dead.
dairy. Ooh. Oh, derriere? No. Dairy. Calcium killer.
Lactose. Something.
Intolerance.
Lactose.
Thank you.
Lactose zombies from outer space.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's
So
your cure. It's actually lactate is your cure.
lactate.
Yeah.
I was a lactose teenage zombie.
That's funny. How dare you?
I'm intolerant of lactose zombies.
No, we had. What was the other thing we had? We had Java of the Dead. That still works now.
Of the Dead. And the milk drops into the cookie batter. Oh, Nighthawk wants you to draw the zombie baking cookies and the milk dropping into the cookie batter.
Nighthawk, you're almost getting into commission territory there, buddy. All right, but I'll do my best to honor Michael.
Oh, A.S. Brunner, Brunert. I don't know how to pronounce that. What's the U with
Brunner.
the dots over it?
Umlaut.
I think it should be soy milk that causes the infection. That's a very good point.
Yes.
That seems like a
GM.
dated joke.
RNA modified GMO soy milk.
Yeah.
That works.
Out of Wuhan.
Then maybe that's why the countryside stays safe.
Yeah, because ain't nobody in. That's why the entire state of Texas, except for Austin, is fine.
It's fine. They don't know what you're talking about.
Austin just melts into a fissure in the middle of the earth. It just
If you pour enough of this stuff out, fissures.
I was there during the meltdown of Austin. It wasn't pretty.
the great dunking.
Next thing I know, bar stucks just up and just disappeared right into the ground.
See, this is getting into your head. You're starting to feel it, Jeff. I see. I hear it. I hear it in your voice.
He believes.
Matt Costin, how come you're not contributing, man? Come on, this is
Matt's-
designed for you.
Matt's. I think he
Matt's
might
away.
still be gone.
Oh, my bad.
8:05.
Sorry.
Well, he should be back by now, or he lied about 10 minutes.
He lied.
Yeah.
If you went to,
So we
went
ran
to,
to the local Waffle House where you could find sanctuary. And I had
All right, so-
myself a waffle.
There you go.
so what happens next? What happens next?
Well, if they're at the Waffle House, if anything goes down there, I mean, the staff's going to be able to fight it off.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Mhm.
true. Don't mess with the Waffle House staff.
That's right. Waffle ninjas. Waffle House.
That's right.
Is that what's going on here? So what else do we got? We got
Okay, so
Raven.
now
Raven says it came from Huan. Yes, thank you for that. Give us an out. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Amy.
So, what's our end goal here with the zombie thing? Is there a zombie, like, is there a cure? Are we just trying to scare the zombies out of the peaceful village, or is the zombies
So-
kind of in the back door?
I think we could go with the classic trope of just them surviving, and then you can have Dean Cain come in. Maybe he's playing the scientist that has a cure.
Wait, now he's a
Ah,
scientist too.
maybe
Oh,
we
yeah.
recast him as
Dean
a
Cain is also the scientist after. No, listen.
Okay.
After his wife
the
died?
sheriff dies in an unfortunate event involving saving the hero. Dean
Okay.
Cain shows back up as his twin brother, who was the scientist.
Is it because we can't afford to hire another actor, so we got to keep using Dean Cain?
Sorry, Dean, you have to play two roles.
I hope he's willing to do that. Because
Sure you would.
Dean Cain is the mayor and the sheriff and the scientist.
Because if
Of
you
course.
But he's never.
You have
He's
Dean
never.
Cain-
Both
you
of
can
his
use as much
characters are
Dean
never
Cain as
there at the same
possible.
time, because like one of his characters has to die for him to join as the next.
Well, no.
No, I'm just his cousin.
Wait a minute.
The
If
genes
one
are
of the
strong
Dean
in our
Cains,
family.
if one of the Dean Cains dies and he turns into a zombie, but the other Dean Cain has the cure, then do we finish the movie with more Dean Cains than when we started?
There's no cure.
No, that's
No,
what
that-
the scientist was working for, right?
No, the
Yeah,
scientist.
but he.
The scientist,
scientist
can come
may
up
have been
with an
trying that.
inoculation to keep you from getting it, but there's no cure. Once you get it, you're toast.
Does the scientist even? Maybe the scientist is the one that helped create it, right?
Yeah.
Listen, we got a guy walking around the town who's going to be calling. He's going to go, ma'am, right?
Ma'am.
That's funny. I dig that part. Okay, we're gonna get in trouble. I'm in trouble.
That's okay. That's why you do it
No.
on my show.
That's what I say. That's okay. It's on Mike's channel.
That's right.
No big deal.
Now, some people watch me here from my other stuff, Mike. They're gonna start talking.
Okay.
Mike, you're scaring the
He's
streets.
eating the cookie.
Because he's from the city and it has the bad milk. Okay.
Wait. Is this who's the baker again? Zachary Levi?
No, Dean Cain.
Well, what the hell does Zachary Levi do? He does nothing so far.
He does nothing in
He's
this.
the one who escaped the city to come to the small town where this is all happening.
Yeah, but you
What does he do?
can have him escape the city, come to the small town to sell Christmas trees.
So
That's how he meets Dean Cain. He gets a
Yeah.
job working with him at the Christmas tree
He
farm.
falls in love with Dean Cain's daughter.
Daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
Because-
there's no that works.
Because originally we had Dean Cain selling Christmas trees, baking, and being a sheriff. I mean, come on.
Does the
Guys, I
daughter
have no
bake
time.
then?
I
Or does-
like that this has become a mockery of Hallmark movies, which I love.
Does the daughter bake?
So who's baking? We've got
No, the daughter
Do they
doesn't
do-
bake because
Is there a special
baking-
moment like in Ghost where he's
Hey.
holding her hands behind her and they're kneading the dough?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. And we need a company. We need a company like Zypher to suggest that there's a cure. That's what it is. They think they have a cure. The scientist is from Zypher.
Yeah, and
Oh,
they're
no.
just making money trying to sell
They're gonna bake it into the
lactose
cookies.
intolerance pills.
Yeah.
They'll bake the cure into the cookies and feed it to the zombies.
Yes, Punching Pandas. Kevin Sorbo is the salesman from the Lactaid company,
Oh,
lactose intolerance company, who's trying to
poison everybody.
sell,
No.
sell
Okay.
a false cure.
But can he be dressed? Can he be dressed like the guy from Big Trouble in Little China when he goes into when he used to be a user of the massage parlor? He's got that weird looking jacket and the hair combed to the side. I would love to see Kevin Sorbo with his hair parted on the side, looking completely nerdy with thick glasses and tape in the middle, going, "Oh, gee, I'm just a scientist. I'm just trying to fix the problem," or the salesman or whatever. We got tons of this.
I don't think you get Kevin Sorbo to do that. So
Come
what
on.
you could do, however, is have Kevin Sorbo be a widowed scientist.
Okay.
Another scientist?
Another widow?
Oh, there is a zombie thing
Well,
going
there's
around.
a zombie
Or,
thing.
sorry,
going
a
on.
widower. That's not widow, it's widower.
Okay.
Well, you gotta get the romantic angle in there somewhere.
That's true. Yes, you're right.
This is Hallmark.
Nolan, do you want a link to come in with these ideas? He's curious about if Gary Busey will be in this. Yeah, because he could be a zombie and we could save on makeup.
Look, if we need actors, we just go to past seasons of the dance show. So that's the celebrity dance show. What's it called? What's it called?
Dancing with the Stars?
Dancing with the Stars. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yay!
We'll get William Shatner could be in it.
Yeah.
He's still spry.
Yeah.
He could be the sheriff's father.
Like the man?
If we've got all these guys in there, you're gonna need to have
No.
a proportional amount of women.
He's the admiral because somehow the Navy got involved, but it's a land problem.
Somehow, the Navy's involved.
Well, maybe there's a stream involved. Maybe there's a stream running through the town.
There could be.
That's
Yeah.
technically is
and
Navy period.
an aircraft carrier comes rolling up.
We may not have enough money for those effects, but I think that's a good idea.
Oh, it's all 3D. We'll just do it with AI.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah. Can we get the guy with the white afro guy from Sharknado? Can he be part of it?
I'm not familiar. I didn't see that movie.
Punching
Yes, he
Panda
sh-
says, "Gimme, gimme."
Oh,
You got
he
Nolan.
smells gold. He smells gold. He knows
He
what
wants
we're
to be
doing
part
here.
of this. He wants
Yeah.
to be part of this.
You better get in on it, man. This is the new.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is what happens. We come up with these golden ideas, man.
We're gonna do it. I think this now. You know, it'd be cool if we treat this like a comic strip and just do it like that.
So like
that way-
a few frames at a time or panels for a time for the story, like broken up like
Yeah.
a periodic. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
But you
What
have
kind of art
to follow
style
the
would
script.
A Hallmark comic strip about zombies.
We can collect it later and turn it into a graph, like a trade
And that-
paperback.
A Netflix special.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nolan Lee.
No, that
So is this like a movie? I feel like the guest on Murderville. What's the end of this? What act are we in?
Let's see.
We're still in Act
We're
2.
I think we're in Act 2 still. I think we're still in the conflict. We've been talking about Act 3 a lot, though.
Yeah.
Although
We
we
present-
never did figure out the inciting incident.
Yeah, that's true.
We did. I thought we did. We had the
Yeah. The city guy brought in the soy milk from Austin because he thought it was really great and he didn't make the correlation that it was the thing that was causing the zombie. So he decided to come in and I don't know if he started did he leave it at the bakery and said, "Hey, you guys should try this. It's low calorie or something." I don't know. But somehow some people decided they drink it and then they turned into zombies.
No, Kirk Cameron. This thing is already a sausage fest as is.
Yeah, there's a lot of dudes.
We have no.
But
We have one woman and like 7 dudes in this.
yeah, we have Kirk Cameron's sister, the gal from Fuller House. What's her name? She's in all the Hallmark movies. She used to be. Now she's not doing that. So she's
Tracy
like,
Gold.
oh, dude. Candace Burr.
Wait, so where's it set in? Is this set in like Texas or which part of the state are we, or which part of the country are we in?
That's a great question. I'm not sure.
I guess if Austin was the
Are
only
we even
state
in the
Texas
States?
that vanished, and then they moved out to the country, so it's probably going to be somewhere rural in Texas. Or if you have to bring the Navy in somehow, then it should probably be on one of the coasts, maybe someplace
No.
with a charming.
Well, we got
No.
Christmas trees. We got Christmas trees, so it has to be someplace with snow. So yeah, Texas is perfect.
Oh, okay,
So,
great.
listen, there's no Navy.
No, I say if you want somewhere rural with the coast, let's do Hudson Bay. Let's go up north to Canada.
No, we don't need the Navy shows up arbitrarily.
Oh,
That's
okay. So it's filmed in Canada, but we say it's Texas.
Yes.
There
And
you
it's like,
go.
so obviously not Texas.
It's filmed in Alberta.
You can see the birds.
They have cowboys up there.
Well, you get a lot of snow down here in Texas.
It's one of
You
those
get the
cold
back-
spells.
the backdrop is the Alps or something. It's like that.
Hey, you guys know how to dip your pipes. How do you do that?
Okay. So
Okay.
Okay.
so we're in
Yeah,
Canada.
and someone from Quebec is in it, and he starts speaking French, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's from Austin."
There you go. What's left of it? Does the French guy then have to be a zombie, or is he one of the ones who made it out? Maybe he's one of the ones who made it out.
Well, technically, you could say he's from Louisiana.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
We could say
Wait,
that.
so
or
what-
we could.
So
we could
is
just
this supposed to be
pretend.
like a gritty, realistic sort of zombie movie, or are we allowed to have some like supernatural elements?
Well, it's a Hallmark movie, to be honest.
It's a Hallmark zombie movie,
Yeah.
so
A little
Well,
more.
we might
Okay,
as well have supernatural elements. We got everything else in there. You just got to make
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
it's romantic.
yeah.
Yeah, it has
I
to be.
think we saved the
Well, it's
supernatural
Hallmark.
element for the third act, where the whatever it is the Deus Ex Machina that saves them all.
I thought you were going to say for the sequel.
The magical Christmas one.
No, they're saved by aliens.
Oh yeah.
Wait, are we still in
Take them-
Texas, or are we
To
in?
take them
Yeah,
to
of course,
Canada.
of course.
Because
I don't
if
care
we were
how
in
Canadian-
Canada, your ex machina would be Santa Claus would come down.
Oh,
No, it is Christmas time in Texas,
it's Christmas,
Canada.
time.
Well,
Yeah.
if they're
Yeah, and he comes down. Santa Claus comes down because of the Sheriff Baker, who's been doing so much good. And
all the
oh wait,
cookies.
no, he killed himself. But his brother, the scientist who's his twin. I'm getting lost.
I don't
Well,
remember the twin. I don't know where that comes.
here's the
Can
thing.
the Christmas elves be like the Lord of the Rings elves? Like,
though. Sure.
like their bows are made of candy canes?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's perfect.
We'll even call one Aelrond.
And he'll be black.
Or he's played by Edwin.
That would be cool.
Well, okay, all right.
All right.
Our list of allies is getting thin. I'm
They are
sorry.
saved by unicorns. But
Well,
not fantasy unicorns. They're saved by actual Siberian woolly rhinos.
Yeah, because Zippy says he doesn't want to do anything to help the people of this little place, I guess.
Oh.
That would mean having to move to Texas or Canada.
The thing is though, is if you have aliens saving them, then Sorbo's out because he was
Oh my gosh.
he was
Genius.
the
Yes,
hunky.
Dean is also playing Santa.
yes.
Oh my god!
Oh, he's gonna
Baker,
get
Sheriff.
so paid. He's
Genius.
getting so paid.
Well,
No,
if he's
he-
already
he
the
just gets
baker, what
one
if he's
royalty
like,
thing.
if he's the baker, what if he's the long lost twin brother of Santa.
That
Like
could work.
the one who's disowned.
Oh,
It doesn't matter as long as he's playing multiple roles. It doesn't matter.
Like, I
Or
don't know if
Dean
there'd be.
Dean Kane is one of a set of triplets.
hmm.
They're all brothers,
They're all
along
brothers.
with Santa Claus.
And they
Yes,
all,
because Santa Claus is like it's a position, right?
Mhm.
It's like handed down from generation to generation. But one generation, it's like the Man in the Iron Mask. One generation, triplets were born, and so the father, Santa Claus, Saint Nick, he's like, I can't. This will destroy the North Pole. So he sends two of his sons down to the United States so that his other third son can be Santa Claus without like there being some giant war battle for Santa.
Too much Santa cosmic Christmas power in one place would be devastating.
Right. So that's why the sheriff, he's naturally drawn to cookies and to giving stuff away because he is a Santa at heart.
Yep.
And that's why the scientist is also because he wants to help mankind. That's why they're driven, because they're Santas.
There you go.
But then the real Santa dies during all of this, and the scientist, because the brother's already dead, the sheriff's already dead, the baking sheriff, and then the scientist has to take over the mantle of Santa, but he doesn't believe in Santa.
And then the kid comes up and goes, "But Santa, I thought you were immortal." He says, "I'm not Jesus, kid. I'm just Santa." And then he could do that.
There you go.
And we just solved a bunch of problems. We just solved all kinds of world hunger there.
And Dean Cain has 3 roles.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we probably should flesh out the zombies a bit more. No pun intended. We talked enough about zombies. Like what kind of zombies are these? Did you?
Well, these are
communist.
Are these like
these
the
are
athletic
very-
zombies that like CrossFit and stuff?
No, they're very
Well-
entitled zombies.
We were talking about having stages of zombiehood, so that like people who have the zombie infection, they don't necessarily fall to becoming brain dead monsters right away, but they can, there's something wrong with them, and then they're out of a desperate need for self-preservation, they sort of band together and start persecuting the non-zombies.
Meanwhile, they're all over
Are
TikTok.
these gonna be like
Like what?
this is going to be like a 12-hour Hallmark movie.
There's a lot of plot points.
It's a Hallmark mini series.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Do they even allow that?
I don't know.
Probably.
I don't
like
think they
Band of
enjoy
Brothers?
it.
Dean Cain as zombie Santa Mike. Anyway, good night. Yes. That's right. Dean Cain Santa becomes a zombie. Right? That's
And
how
we have
he-
to
that's
kill
how
him?
he's dying. No, because he's a
Listen.
Santa, so he ends up killing himself.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. We haven't even given Zachary Levi 1 ounce of purpose,
That's true.
and this is his story.
I don't know. So
I-
what's the end game here? Like if I were building this as a game, I'd need to figure out what the win condition is. So our goal is to get like there's a group of like somewhat conscious zombies who are being mean to like the nice people who are trying to run the bakery and make everybody drink the bad milk, and our job is to throw them out of the town or something like that, or embarrass
No,
them.
we got to destroy all the zombies.
Okay.
They must be destroyed
All right.
because they're infecting everything.
Okay.
But zombie Santa just found out about his siblings.
Uh-huh.
And so that's why he came down from the North Pole to save them, and then ends up dying in the process. And
Now, since zombie
attacking
Santa,
the children.
yeah, all the children in the town are zombies because they all ate the cookies.
Well, but I mean, like Santa's like magical though, right? So could he like stop the zombie outbreak? But might have to
Being
sacrifice
Jesus.
himself in the process.
You
No,
keep trying to stop this zombie outbreak.
well, I mean, I'm trying to figure out how do you know when you succeeded? Like what's the goal here? Is it for the
We all have.
zombie to develop?
Everybody has to move to
No.
France.
What happens is the zombie communists take over the world. Everything they do, everything in accordance with their communism, and then they all starve to death.
Okay.
This is an allegory.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we still need to include Zombie Joe.
Dark Admiral says you've killed Dean Cain twice now, and Zachary hasn't done anything up to this point.
Well, let's be honest. All Zachary needs to do is woo the woman and get married.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one that has to repopulate the earth with
But
Santa's needs.
he still needs something to do, though. He's not done anything in the whole movie.
We got him selling Christmas trees. What do you want?
All right. Here's what happens.
Okay.
All three of the Dean Cains die.
Of course.
Zachary marries Dean Cain's daughter and has to continue the line of Santas.
That's a post-credit scene. That's not his actual process. Like,
So
growth,
does
character
Zachary
development.
Levi become the new Santa then?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't really have to because the whole world is dead. So he's got to repopulate the world with the descendants of Santa. It becomes Santa World.
Oh, this is a little. I want to take a.
Now you think you've jumped the shark on that one.
Yeah, I think we jumped the shark here. Although
I like
the
sharks.
idea.
How can we have a shark?
Oh, Christmas shark.
Well, Zippy says, "Not gonna lie, if you could get the financing for this stupid monstrosity, it would make a mint."
How much did Sharknado gross?
Really? Did well.
It
did so well. It did 5 of them.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like 4 sequels, 5 sequels.
And I can get Dean Cain.
It probably did better than
Shazam
Shazam
the
2.
movie.
I can hear it now. Okay, Deanie, here's how it goes. Okay. You're a sheriff. You sell Christmas trees, and you bake. And there's zombies, and it's Hallmark.
And you're Santa.
And you're Santa.
And you're the scientist trying to save the world from Fauci. He'd be all, I'm in.
But because we love Santa so much, we can't really kill him. We just trap him with the zombie of Terry Hatcher, and we can continue on with Superman and postmortem stuff. I don't know, man. I feel like we don't need Zach. I don't want to pay Zachary Levi if he's not going to do anything in the movie.
If nothing's happening in this movie, it could just all be him.
All right, how about Zach Braff instead?
Who?
What's he doing?
Zach Braff from
He
Scrubs.
needs 3 paychecks.
No, we don't need to do anything. Apparently this is Dean Cain's movie, Mike.
Well, I mean,
apparently so.
Dean Cain's big comeback.
You
dude,
shamboozled me.
Dean Cain's Sharknado.
It would be. We're not taking this seriously enough, Mike.
I am. Taking this completely seriously.
I don't know. I don't
I'm
feel
gonna write the
confident.
treatment.
Zippy
after
does
this
point
goes
out
up.
that Dean Cain's going to need 3 paychecks.
No, because he's only in the movie one person at a time. Every time one of his characters dies, his twin brother appears. And it's in the 3rd act that Santa, his last twin or triplet, appears before he has to kill himself.
I don't know how I feel about this.
You don't want Santa to kill himself?
No, I'm fine with that. I don't know what's going on. Poor Dean Cain.
Okay, what's the problem? What's the problem?
Dean Cain he's monopolizing the set. He's so hard to work with.
Not if we make him also the love interest.
Ma'am.
So now we don't have to pay Terry Hatcher.
Here's the problem. We still got to pay him for that 3rd part, that 4th part, that 5th part, whatever part.
Yeah.
So it's a one-man drama.
And we can CGI him as the love interest.
I don't think he's gonna want to do this movie.
I think he is.
You think so?
Yeah. And
I don't like
fund
no
it with
zombie.
I'll fund it with NFTs.
There you go.
Is that what you're gonna do?
It would be
I
like
still
one of
think
those
The funniest
one
part
man-
is actually filming it in Canada, but saying it's Texas.
Yeah. No one's gonna notice.
Yes, the opening scene is the triplet Santas being born. It opens just like the Man in the Iron Mask. It's like and the two younger Santas being spirited away by an elf. Could we get Will Ferrell for a bit part?
Can this be a musical?
I don't.
Can we get Dean Cain to sing?
I don't see why not.
Yes, nicely.
I'm sure he has the voice of an angel.
He played one on TV once.
You know, another thing too to think about is nobody's done a decent zombie musical in quite a while. So we could make this a musical.
Ooh.
And I bet you Dean Cain also dances.
I bet you he does. I bet you he does. I bet you dances damn well.
Simply fantastic.
I'm smelling Oscar.
There you go. Wait, did they get? Sure, yeah, they'll get our movie will get an Oscar for it.
I smelled an Oscar once, and he was terrifying. He's stinky. All right. I don't think we're taking this seriously. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
If he, no, Jeff, this
Sorry.
is the real deal.
Sorry.
This is the real deal.
I want to stay. I want to stay on the upper level, Chris. We don't really have levels now, but whatever.
Look, we're trying to help out Zach Levi. This last movie of his didn't do so well. If we can get him into working mode again, this would be great for him. And he's a good kid. I like him. Let's keep him in the job. All right. Next thing is we're gonna go ahead and get this thing. We're gonna get this. Okay. First act is I still don't know what he did. What is exactly his involvement again, Mike? Can you please reiterate what Zachary Levi is doing? Yeah. He's come in because he lost his job. That's what happened, or is he bringing the creamer with him from the city? How's this work? What is he doing? Why is this such a bad individual?
I totally lost the plot on why Zach Levi was in this. You're the one that picked Zach Levi.
I did, but you came up with a story for him. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Well, he was going to get married in the end.
Yeah, you had him searching for the guy, but I had him falling in love with Dean Cain's daughter.
And that's fine. But
But how does he get from the city to the small town in Texas that's in Canada?
Listen, this is just showing us that it's hard to write Hallmark movies.
Well, that's not that hard because if you've ever seen what's available in the cities, you'd be running to the country to find a wife too.
I'm just saying. So he's okay. He loses. He's a lovable loser who loses his job, right?
Yeah. And he ends up he can't find any work other than being a milk delivery driver.
Okay.
Is that how he ends up in this little city, or is
okay? How many times
Candace? It's like the only guy. It's the only city in the country that still employ milkmen. So
milk people, milk person.
Yeah, he's a milkman, and he wears the old-fashioned milkman costume. He works for a very cottage industry.
Milk they.
Right, where they still deliver milk in those classic bottles.
Does he have to wear like that German outfit? You know, that Lederhosen.
No, he wears the white milkman uniform.
All right, I just thought that'd be funny to see him wear Lederhosen.
Yeah,
all right, so
give him the Lederhosen.
See,
Lederhosen would be kind of cool.
Yeah, we have a Bavarian town nearby here. Why not?
Not many men wear Lederhosen these days.
You know, with the cap with the little feather coming out.
Yeah.
We actually have a village here in Michigan called Frankenmuth where you can go have chicken and they all dress like that.
Yeah. We have Leavenworth here in Washington.
You have a what?
Leavenworth, that's our town. Where like people, you can go there for Oktoberfest and people dress up and.
Oh, so cool.
Ah.
Yeah, but in Michigan they do it 24/7.
That's cool
Also,
too.
he says,
We
"Be
got
honest,
the
has
Germans
anyone
with it.
ever really seen a milk woman? I didn't think so. Milkman is perfectly safe. I've only ever seen milk women.
What? What are you talking about, Michael? What you talking about with this?
How about milk them?
One person got that.
I got it.
I got you, Mike. I got you.
Just concerned. I'm just concerned. All right. So Zachary Levi. Is Zachary Levi the reason why this whole thing happened?
Yeah.
It's his fault. He brought the disease from the
He
city
brought
there.
the disease to the safest little town in America.
Like, has nobody been sick in
And it's
27
his
years?
fault because what happened is the safe milk that he got, he broke it.
Oh,
Right, he
that's okay.
spilled the safe
broke
milk.
the milk.
He spilled the safe milk and replaced it with China milk.
Ooh,
He could be bothered.
that's racist. As a Chinese identifying person, that's racist.
That's fine.
You lazy.
It's okay. It's a pretend Chinese milk. It's from Huan.
Yeah,
It's the
that's the brand. That's the brand of the milk he replaces it with Huan milk.
I love that. No one can even say anything.
He buys it off of Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
No,
We
because
can't-
he's got to. He's on the route to deliver it, but he does something stupid where he spills it and
This doesn't sound
and has
terribly
to replace it, and he refills all the bottles with the Wuhan milk. I mean, the Huan milk, and then
This doesn't sound
poisons.
believable, Michael.
What?
This doesn't sound believable.
And
Which part is unbelievable? The Santa part, or
Don't mock me.
the triplet
triplet D
triplet
canes, yeah.
Santas? Is that the unbelievable part?
Partially, but then there's also the fact that where's he going to get that milk from? It has to. Just because you have to suspend disbelief doesn't mean you have to suspend like intelligence. Where's he
gets
get
it
the
from Barstucks.
where?
He stops at a Barstucks on the way,
Gets a million
And
pots
he-
of little creamer.
and he says, "Hey, I need like 20 gallons of milk because I spilled all mine." And they,
But why? What? Huh? Okay.
what do you mean? What?
All right.
What's the? How is anyone else?
It's gotta be at least comically plausible. I don't know what's going on here. I still feel like we don't need Zach. I'm firing Zach.
That's all. That's all
What about the
physical
little
comedy
creamers?
stuff, man. You're leaving out the Charlie Chaplin element here.
I just don't know.
Maybe
I
we
just
can
know what he's
recast him
doing.
later.
Hey,
We
whoa,
don't need that guy at all. He's not pertinent to the story.
what are you talking about? He's the instigator of the ruination of the
But I don't
town
know how he
and the
got
death
the
of
things to
Santa.
town.
He ruins everything, and then he marries Santa's daughter just to freaking put a fine.
I'm just
point on
not
it.
buying his reasons for getting out of the city. We haven't explained why he's out of the city.
Because he's delivering the milk to the town.
Oh, because he lost his job?
Yeah, he lost his job. The only job he could get was as a milk delivery guy.
Wait. Can Huan, maybe he's selling the special milk that's called Huan, but it's got a Chinese lady dressed in a lederhosen?
Gotta work later. I was in there.
And on the bottom of the bottle it says "Milk of the Bat."
Oh, wow.
No.
Okay. Oh, I'm just saying.
Too much?
It's in
I
the
like the
ingredient.
Chinese representation here.
Let me know when it's too much.
It's in
Fine,
the,
I'm
it's in
not
the
you,
ingredient
Nolan.
list.
I'm just saying it's funny if they're pretending not to be a Chinese company
Oh.
This movie,
But it's obviously a Chinese company.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you
That's
are you
funny.
from the Orient? No, I from Germany.
Oh, Eastern Europe.
Guten Tag.
Guten.
Guten. Yeah, see, that's funny. Or did you just speak Chinese and then we just kind of go with that?
No,
like,
you need an old Chinese lady with a thick German accent.
But really, you don't need her at all. You just need Zachary Levi to say, "Yeah, I'm just delivering the milk," and you just call it a day. Hey, is
Well,
that a
you're just gonna
Chinese?
take all the fun out of this, aren't you?
Well, you could have Zach marry the old Chinese lady. Sorry, German lady. May December Romance, I think, is trending.
That's pretty funny. That's funny.
Is that gonna be the B story of this?
I don't know.
With
I
the
don't
C
know.
or the D?
Zachary Levi falls in love with Dean Kane's daughter. That's all we know so far.
Yeah.
That's all we really know. We don't know much.
We're somewhere in the middle of the alphabet at this point.
So yeah. All right. Okay. So Zachary Levi is delivering milk from. That's the only job he can get now.
Yeah, but he can't get any real cow milk because the real cow milk is all gone, right? So he goes to the Chinese German lady and says he needs some milk, and she gives him soy milk, and he's like, "Is this soy milk?" And she's like, "No, this is a regular milk."
Oh man.
What the heck am I coming into here? I just came back.
We're trying to solve our problem. We got Zachary Levi in our movie.
Okay.
And he's a lovable loser. We got Dean Kane's the sheriff, who
And
also
everything
is
else.
And the
baker,
scientist.
and the
Sam.
scientist. He actually is playing three
Oh, yeah,
brothers.
Kevin
three
Sorbo
scientists.
is the scientist.
Oh,
No,
Kevin
what are you
Sorbo.
talking about? Why are you trying to mess up the story?
No, Kevin Sorbo is the bus driver.
Oh, you have a bus driver.
With the bus driver, we never talked about a bus driver.
Well, I mean, how
Well-
else is he going to get in town if he doesn't have
Well, no,
a...
he drove his truck into town,
Yeah,
right?
I
yeah.
was about to say, he can
Right,
drive
but-
a bicycle.
Oh.
It's
We just
economical.
look. I'm just trying to give Kevin Sorbo a guest appearance in the movie.
Okay.
See, that's the thing. Zachary Levi shows up and he's delivering this milk to Dean Kane, and Dean Kane kind of spills his guts to Zach Levi about how he like secretly delivers all these cookies. So Zach like helps make this batch of cookies with Dean Kane, and that's how he falls in love with the daughter, right?
Okay.
Because she's helping too. And then unbeknownst to them, he's the one that's poisoning the town.
I just
And-
feel like that's a really convoluted.
Well, it's not only that it won't work because Santa doesn't make cookies. Santa eats
That's
cookies.
also true. That's also
Right.
true.
No, but it's his love of cookies that is the defining point of the story.
Wait, is Santa the sheriff? Like Santa is like.
No,
He's the
Santa is the sheriff's brother.
See, if Santa was the sheriff, this is what he does off season. That's funny. For a second there, I was like, oh, that sounds cool. If he's okay, but you don't have to do it, Mike. This is your movie. That's okay. I'm just saying.
No, it's our movie.
Not only that, if it's going to be Hallmark, Santa could go to the small town, open up a bakery because he craves small town life.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
He longs for it.
Longs for it. Sorry.
Yeah, but then we're kind of losing the whole Man in the Iron Mask bit.
What?
Really? Because the man hasn't done anything yet.
It's all over the place, isn't it?
It is.
The Old Man, the Iron Mask, Santa, Kevin Sorbo. Like, what?
Okay, so then we just have Santa show up in an iron mask.
Oh,
I don't
What?
know about that. That's good. That made me laugh. And the only way that plot point is revealed at all is during the behind the scenes interview. Like, so right here, we thought this would be really important. It's a subliminal message. You just don't get it because you don't understand art. But Santa,
I don't understand
is the
how
man.
Kevin Sorbo is suddenly in this movie.
I just want to give my man a role, man. I want him to show up and be like, Hey guys, it's me, Kevin Sorbo. Kevin Sorbo, you're the bus driver? That's funny.
Kind of like Wayne's World, where Charlton Heston just popped in. Remember?
Yes. Thank you, thank you. That I knew you were going to be helpful. See, Mike, come on.
Or
All
it could
You
be
don't
that
feel
Kevin
that?
Sorbo just moonlights as a bus driver.
That's it. That's it.
Because
I'm in between gigs.
he longs for small town life.
Everybody loves.
No. Okay, so Kevin Sorbo has to work as a bus driver because he's not getting any work, but he still has to pay his SAG dues.
Okay, there you go. You just gave him a reason to be there. Thanks.
Right.
Okay, but you got to give Dean Cain a reason to be there. No, not Dean Cain. You got to give
He's
Zachary
Santa.
Levi a reason. But
Oh,
Zachary hasn't done it. Like, I don't believe.
Zach, dude. Zach
You did
has
not
to-
give Zach a believable, reasonable
gosh.
reason to
I
read
thought
it.
Zach was a widower.
I thought so too.
Wait, what?
That was like an hour ago when we first talked
Yeah,
about
what
it.
movie are you watching?
You said that, Mike.
I did.
Yeah, you said he was a widower. At least I thought
No,
that's
Dean Cain is a widower.
I told you had too many leading men.
Which Dean Cain?
Yeah, which one? Santa Dean Cain?
Sheriff.
Did we
I
just
have
kill
this all.
Mrs. Claus? Are you crazy?
No, Mrs. Claus isn't dead.
Yay!
I think
But-
we have one too many Dean Cains in this.
But if one of the Dean Cains survives, it's not Santa, but he has to go back and pretend to be Santa with Mrs. Claus. If you know
Is this
what I'm
turn? Oh God! Is this turning into a Pixar movie? Listen,
Who
we
does
can't
Gino
do
Carano
that.
play? Ooh, she plays Mrs. Claus.
Oh, but she has guns.
Yeah.
She does two big
Yeah,
guns.
she's Mrs. Claus with Matthew.
Aaron
Talk about
Lopresti
arms.
says all of this digital art is giving me the shakes. You're missing the entire point of this episode of WMD.
Is this giving off like CW vibe? Yeah.
We're trying. Listen,
No, what are you
listen.
talking about?
Matt,
We're trying for
we're-
go for Hallmark. But
We're going
We're
for
go-
a Stephen Chow Hallmark movie.
a Hallmark horror movie. A Hallmark horror movie with Zachary Levi as the protagonist. We just haven't really established much. He's actually not that involved in the story. I think he's the guest star in this movie.
Okay,
Does a guest appearance so far.
there you go.
But Dean Cain
Well,
so
then
far
who-
is the star.
Who are you suggesting that is the cause of all this?
No, he might be the cause, but you don't have him doing anything the rest of the story. He needs to. You
We
got to give him
talked
some
about
kind
it.
of.
He's the one that falls in love with the daughter and is trying to save her
That's-
from her father who's become a zombie and I don't know something.
That I understand that you believe that, but that's not what you told us yet. We still don't know what he does in the story. How does he participate in any of this yet? What's his job? What's
Zippy
his role?
says, now this concept's going off the rails and I don't think I'll be investing. Also, Dean Cain is now unattached to the project and is only hovering on it.
Dean Cain will
I
be starring
disagree.
as Blade.
I have already emailed Dean Cain about this project.
Yeah.
All right, I love Dean Cain, so I need to keep him on. All right, so we'll just make Dean Cain the star of the show.
Is
All right.
I know, I could tell because Zachary
All the
Levi doesn't do
stars.
anything.
all three of them.
We've blown our budget on Zachary Levi and Dean Cain. Why not just keep Dean Cain? Just make it so one of the three brothers is the protagonist. Okay, can we do that?
Sure.
Mhm.
Mike, you don't sound satisfied with that.
Well, I mean, we still need someone who is the deliverer of.
Okay, but he's not going to be the main character. He's just going to be a guy that delivers. He's just a delivery guy. Hey,
But
how you doing?
No, it's more fun if he's the main character because the Dean Cain characters keep dying.
But you didn't give him anything to do.
Like, Dean Cain is the main actor, but his role can't be.
I don't
the main
care
role because
about
he
the
keeps
main
dying.
actor.
He
I
died
got to figure out
twice.
what
He
is
died 3 times. Dean Cain doesn't make
Doing
it out of this
what?
movie alive.
What? I don't think he'd like that.
Has Dean Cain ever died in a movie before? I don't think so. He's Dean
Uh-uh.
Cain.
either.
I think he
He
did.
played a
Did
bad guy
he?
once.
He did. He did in was it the movie with Denzel Washington? Wasn't it?
Was that?
Yeah,
He
I think you're
played
right.
like Denzel Washington was like having an affair with his wife or something like that.
What?
Yeah,
Poor Dean Cain.
Poor Dean
he was a
Cain.
pretty mean
Poor
guy though. He was like a
Denzel. How
drunk.
dare you? That's what I'm saying. He
Poor
was a bad guy.
Denzel. He's the one that was banging his wife.
No,
Yeah,
Dean
poor
Cain
Denzel.
was doing it.
Oh, he was?
No, Dean Cain's wife was cheating with Denzel.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Oh,
Was that-
okay.
was-
Well then,
was that the pilot movie?
No, that was the one where Denzel Washington is like a cop in a small town, but he's corrupt and there's an investigation going on. But he's been having affairs. All these things are added, compounding onto his problem. But
is that
he's not like
a Training Day?
No.
No, it's like Dean Cain's younger too.
Okay,
so-
hold on a second. We are getting way off topic.
I still don't know what Zachary Levi does. Yeah, because this is an important meeting. We're in a meeting right now, Matthew. You should know that.
Focused, Matthew.
Well, you can't have Dean Cain delivering milk and being the guy.
Dean Cain doesn't deliver milk.
Well, then somebody's got to
Levi.
deliver the damn milk.
Who delivers
Zach
the milk?
Levi.
What milk are we talking
Wait.
about?
The poison
we-
milk that turns everyone into zombies.
From who won?
From who on?
So who won milk is turning everybody to zombies.
Who won?
And then we need Dean Cain owns the bakery. He's also the town sheriff. He's also the town scientist.
Not
And
the town scientist. He's a scientist from out of town who
listen,
comes
it's
to this-
funnier.
he comes to this town because he's heard that this is the only town in America where the zombies haven't proliferated, right? Because the sheriff has kept them out of town. And then Zach Levi is the idiot who brings the very thing that's because they still don't understand what the cause of the zombie apocalypse is. So
But
they're still selling the milk because everybody drinks milk.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem with your logic. Why is Zachary Levi driving the milk truck into that town?
I just explained that like four
You
times.
did not. You
I
did
did
not.
so, because he
You just said
lost his
you just
job
said words, and then you said Zachary Levi, then you said other words.
because they were out of milk, and so they had to order milk, and they ordered it from the right place where they always get their milk. But Zach Levi is an idiot, and he broke the bottles or he spilled the milk that was the milk that would have kept them safe from the organic, milk
Soy-based
company, non-soy whatever milk, and then he replaces the milk that he spilled. Otherwise, he's going to lose his job, which he just got because he got fired from his other job. And then he delivers the bad milk that destroys this last town, which was up until that point a scientific.
Okay. I see what you're trying to do. All right, here's what I think happened. Here's what I
I'm
think happened.
tying it all together here.
Well, sort of.
And
Here's what I think happened.
And because a scientist longs for.
Hippie says all towns always have at least one scientist.
Is the scientist also a stripper? Anyway,
No, the
What I'm-
scientist is Santa's twin brother.
What the?
who's also a stripper? Listen, this is what I think is happening.
The hallmark can't have strippers. in
I
there.
That's
I
right.
think what's happening here is Zach, like you said, Zach Levi is driving the truck. He's supposed to be delivering the good milk, but he doesn't. So we don't even have to get him involved with Buckstars. So what he does is or is it Barstucks? So what he does is he's also delivering to Barstuck in the city nearby. So he decides, I'll just give him this for now, and then I'll figure it out later. But it never gets to that because he starts the zombie apocalypse in the small town. Now you can get him involved, and he gets a flat tire. He's got to figure out how to fix the flat tire, and then that's when he meets the daughter, who's the mechanic.
Okay.
She's also the town mechanic, and she's like super hot, super smoking hot. She's like, oh, what's up? Hey, who? And it's Candace Burr, but she can't be too hot because she loves Jesus. So we got to change that around a little bit. But I think she could still be like, hey, what's up? And then he's like, oh wow, you kind of remind me of the girl who broke up with me. He's like, well, that's a weird way to start a relationship, and then they can go into all the Hallmark nonsense.
I started
Then,
like that once.
huh?
Nothing.
What? Is that how you start a relationship? Okay.
Well, the other thing is you can make her not hot by putting her in a dirty uniform, smearing a little oil on her face, and putting her cap backwards.
Yeah. That's good enough. That's good. That's PG.
So there you
All
go.
right.
And then she could be like leaning over his engine, like in Daisy Dukes.
Like Transformers.
Oh, is that
Zippy
right?
says Zachary Levi should play himself where he loses his career because of Shazam failure, so he longs for the small town life and decides to deliver milk. Shenanigans ensue. Zombies run wild. I like it.
Zippy
I
save
don't
us!
just like it, I love it.
Yay, Zippy!
All right, so
Yeah.
now
He's an
Zachary Levi has a reason to be there now, because now he's talking to old girl at the mechanic. Because that's what I was looking for. I was looking for what he was doing there. He didn't say it.
No. So you need to make the girl like
did
wearing
say it.
baggy
That's the
baggy
tertiary
overalls.
reason for him to be there.
Yes, you got baggy overalls. Go ahead.
I
Don't
told
listen
Like,
you
you gotta
that.
give her
I
like
told you he falls for
Mike,
his
Mike, Nolan's
Santa
talking now.
brother.
Mike Nolan's
you gotta
talking now.
give her
Michael.
like the nappy
No,
hair
you're
and
taking
everything,
away.
and then the pair of glasses, and then like halfway, like end of act 2 or whatever, like they get together, and then he like removes the glasses and then sees how attractive she is.
Although a missing tooth would go a
Oh.
long way.
Oh,
Yeah, but then she's not super smoking hot.
Well,
We have to have a scene
put a tooth implant.
where Dean Cain is wearing glasses and a suit, and he takes his glasses off and he pulls his suit open, and it's got the Santa suit underneath.
There you go. Yeah, I think, Mike's right.
True.
That's a necessity.
Okay. So how about this?
See, Austin, he's right. He told you
does
like
Dean-
6 times he's delivering milk.
Does Dean Cain wear a white beard at all?
The
Is he
white
a-
beard is like part of the Santa superpower.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So now
It
you've introduced.
appears when he takes his glasses off.
Okay.
And we gotta be consistent with this world building here.
It's Christmas magic.
It is
Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
magic. Thank you.
It is a Hallmark movie.
This is a Hallmark Christmas movie. Keep in mind.
All right. Is there now we're gonna still involve like the dangers of the bakery going under? We still need to get the bakery into a problem with the town hall, with the business association. Right?
I don't
Isn't
think you're
there?
trying to make this way too convoluted, Elliot.
Oh, now I'm making it convoluted? That's what we were trying to do in the first place, Michael. And you turned into something else. With multiverse
Santa
Dean
is
Cain.
fighting zombies. Yes, Comics
Yes.
Bear. Comics Bear gets it. It's Santa versus zombies.
I do
I
kind
think
of
it'd be-
wonder. Go
I
ahead.
think it'd be funny if like some friendships are lost during this discussion.
Like in reality? Okay, we're
He's-
not
No,
friends
must-
anymore, Nolan. How
No,
funny is
he's
that?
so evil.
I do kind of wonder if this is how the Rings of Power was conceived.
And the
Wow.
circle of Tolkien and Lewis and
No, wait.
We can get rid of
Galadriel's got to take care of the bakery. So she jumps off the ship and swims back.
I don't feel like you're
Galadriel?
taking this seriously at all, Jeff.
I'm sorry. Hey, what did you do? You have to wonder. This could have
Eric
stayed.
Hawkins asks, "Boy, did I wander in at the wrong time? What is the world? Is this discussion?" All right, from the top.
Oh, okay.
Mike's taking notes.
No, Jeff, I would like you to summarize where we are from the top.
Okay, we got 3 Dean Canes.
That's not the top.
That's not the top at
Minutes. What are the minutes?
And Zach Levi comes into town with German labeled
all.
Chinese
Chinese German milk.
milk. That
He almost had nothing to do, by the way.
and car
No,
breaks
it's
down.
always integral to the plot.
Okay, car breaks down, and not so hot but hot woman mechanic, whatever her name is,
Candace Burr.
Candace Burr.
Galadriel.
Galadriel.
Her
That's
name
her
is
name.
Fixes his
Galadriel.
car.
That's her name, but she's played by.
Hometown name.
They just call her Glad.
Fixes his car, and I think we have something in there where he longs for small town life. He goes into the small town. People get infected because they drink his milk. Something about Christmas trees and
Oh yeah, we don't have that yet.
Oh yeah.
bakery
Yeah,
going
'cause
under.
I was just
zombies.
thinking about
Hell
that.
yeah! Don't interrupt them.
No, hold on. She's selling Christmas cheese out of the mechanic shop, out of the garage.
Okay,
Because it's in her blood, and it's June.
Yeah. Yeah.
and it,
And by the way, this is filmed in Canada, but it's supposed to be Texas.
yes, it is. For tax reasons. You crack it up, I won't be able to finish this. And then let's see. I'm distracted.
You're all bothered.
Dean Cain, the scientist, comes in to fix the zombie problem.
Because
One of the Dean K's dies. Zach has to
well,
has to
you're
marry
not
the
giving any
mechanic.
motivation here.
I can't help it. Elliot's
Elliot.
distracting me. If you laugh, I laugh.
Holy mackerel!
Ellis, where have you been? Ellis says all good zombie movies are. I can't even do Ellis anymore. Are Assault on Precinct 13 siege movies. Where is the fort in this movie? Okay, so Santa's sleigh is like the TARDIS,
Oh,
right?
Santa
It
has a
has
bunch
to
of
be.
trees.
It
Yeah, a
has to
bunch of-
be because
Yeah,
you
okay,
can't
that's
carry
fine.
all the gifts of the world,
Ugh.
right? So Santa's sleigh, they all
Ugh.
go into Santa's sleigh to try to survive the onslaught of the town's children who are
I
zombies.
can't
Well, I was
breathe.
thinking that they would take the Christmas trees and nail them in
Yippee,
front of the
got it,
bakery.
the Alamo. This is in San Antonio, except for it's in Toronto. So we have
No, I got it. So Santa's bag, right, has all the toys in the world. So it's like an interdimensional like world inside that bag. So
Right.
you could have
a
a
four-dimensional
giant fort, like a giant city or a giant fort, and then they have all their toys at their disposal to defend themselves. So it'd be like the A team sort of thing.
Oh my
Well,
god!
Santa's
Yes.
already
Well-
dead by this time, so they don't understand how it all works.
Well, in the bag is going to be Nerf guns, and we've got an expert on modded Nerf guns in the live stream.
Yeah.
Alex Bear says Hallmark presents. Santa's
Take it away,
Zombie.
Matt.
No. It's Hallmark presents Java of the Dead. It's important that we
It's not
maintain the
Java,
integrity.
It's milk.
Well, maybe we could make
Milk
the
of the zombie.
bakery
Leche of the Dead.
bakery also a coffee shop.
Leche de zombie.
Leche de la Muerte. And
Leche de la muerte.
and this is actually
That's
is-
the Mexican name, though.
no, but this is actually an American movie in Spanish dub. So that
Yeah, we also had something about Austin melting down.
Okay,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry, Jeff. Please continue.
I'm lost now.
no, you were doing good. Stop. Go ahead.
Okay,
Do it again.
so
You got it.
where did I leave off? We had the bakery being also the mechanic shop, zombies.
You didn't explain why the cop is a baker and also twin brother.
Because
The
Dean
cop-
Cain.
Cop is a secret bake. That the sheriff is a secret baker.
Thank you.
And
Because
I don't know. I haven't gotten past the whole zombie invasion part, and then we had. I don't know why. Why was he? We never really discussed that.
Which part?
The cop being a baker.
Because he's Santa's brother.
Yeah. we still have him trying.
But
to
he was
remember.
raised in.
Well, wait a second. I thought he was also a widower.
Right. Okay.
So in the memory of his dead wife, he bakes because he's
no,
brother.
because he was in the big city, and his wife had a bakery, but really he was the baker. But because he's a man's man from Texas, he never let anybody know he was a baker. So when his wife died, he couldn't assume the business, and everybody would still be making cookies. So he went back to his hometown with his daughter, and the only way he can get his baking need out is by secretly baking cookies, which he delivers to the children of the town on Christmas Eve.
All I want.
Go ahead.
All I want is the
this
very
June,
end.
so he's just been stocking up cookies.
All I want at the very end, after all the carnage, is Zachary Levi to cry out to heaven, "You blew it all up!" And then that's what I want. I must have that.
And then at some point, what is it? The scientist dies. Who's also Dean Cain.
All the Dean Cains die.
All the Dean Cains die. Zach Levi has to marry what's her name? The mechanic.
Dean Cain's daughter.
No, not Dean Cain's brother.
Daughter.
Daughter.
No,
Dean
he
Cain's
doesn't
daughter.
marry his brother. What are you talking about? This is a Hallmark movie.
Well, I mean, we
None
do
of
have
that
zombies in here. He
degeneracy.
could have been a zombie.
Actually, Hallmark is,
Well, I think Hallmark would take it on so long as we don't have strippers.
I think you're right.
They have standards.
Well, that was Act 3.
Well, then it can't be a Hallmark movie because they won't allow it.
No. All right.
So, anyways, he marries.
Netflix it is.
Zach marries Santa's daughter.
I like how you sound so exhausted.
Pulls off his jacket, shows the Santa suit on underneath.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we got this far. And then saves Christmas.
We don't know how. See, that's the problem. We got a lot of like these. We just assume he saved Christmas. We don't know how.
I mean,
power of Christmas spirit.
Okay.
It's like fight scenes. You just write. They fight in the script.
Yeah, they fight.
Yeah. And judo.
Lots of fighting and judo.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Oh
He's actually Zach is also a MMA fighter.
So do you follow it now? Ellis left. He's like, oh, what the hell?
That help, Ellis?
That was amazing.
Plot twist: Santa's daughter is played by Lizzo.
That would explain the cookies.
It would explain the cookies. She's been testing his cookies for years.
Of course, now we got Sheriff Santa.
So that's the
being a
irony, though,
cookie
right?
hoarder.
His daughter is lactose intolerant, and so
That's why she's safe.
This
She
thing is
never drank the milk.
this thing is layers of irony at this point. Like talking multiples.
There you go.
this Ellis Goodson left for a second, so he needs you to start over.
Okay, so
Pablo points out that Santa's daughter should also be played by Dean Cain.
Why
That would be amazing.
well, they could do remarkable
amazing.
things with CGI and AI.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a lot of apps you could do that with. That's so easy.
And we could use that as a
Alright,
selling
done.
point.
Dean Cain now gets 4 paychecks.
There you go.
Well, technically, the AI D Kane would get a paycheck, and the real Dean Canes would get the other 3.
No, because it's real Dean Cain, but they put a filter over him so he looks like his younger, feminine self.
Oh God. Oh God.
I'm glad you.
We might need a body double for the intimate scenes.
You
Ellis
can't have
is
intimate
asking-
scenes. This is Hallmark.
Oh,
Ellis is
there you
asking important questions, Michael. What is it about? What do they want? Why can't they get it? What do they do about it? And why doesn't that work? How does it end?
Who's it about? It's
Santa.
about Zachary
Zachary Levi.
Levi. What does
Our
he want?
lovable
He
moron.
wants love.
No, Joe. Somebody's been listening. Glenn Gers.
Gary Glenn Ross. Why can't he get it? Because of the zombie apocalypse.
Which is
What
started by
does
the
he-
milk delivery that he screwed up.
started. Well, no, he just started it in this town. What do they do about it?
To this town.
He marries Santa's niece, who might be Santa's daughter for a moment. Why doesn't that work?
Santa's niece and his daughter.
Why
Oh my
doesn't
God.
that work?
It's a complicated family.
Because she finds out that he's the one that poisoned her entire
There you
town
go.
and killed everyone that she loves.
There you go.
And how
But
does
she
it
There you
end?
shows
go.
the power of forgiveness. That's
He
how he
assumes
resolved
the
that.
mantle of Santa Claus and uses Christmas magic to wipe her brain.
No.
No.
To fight off the zombie hordes.
There you go.
But he
Fix the
can't.
problem.
But he can't. He can't fix it.
And she demonstrates the power of forgiveness, upholding the Christmas spirit.
There you go.
While they hold each other as the zombies are pounding on the doors trying to break in.
Ellis says M. Night Shyamalan level stuff here. Pablo says it doesn't work because Santa's niece is actually Dean Cain.
Well, they are
And all the Dean Canes cursed to die.
Oh, that's true. Dean Cain can't make it to the end.
So it
Except,
can't be.
oh no, we can't do that.
Unless he
Because if we
talks like
kill the
this.
daughter, if we kill the daughter, then the line of Santa's ends, and then Christmas
Right.
is no more.
Right. Unless we find out that Zachary is their second cousin. And he's also a Santa.
Oh, he's
Related to
no.
long lost nephew.
maybe the scientist Dean Cain is his like
His real father.
uncle on his mother's side.
No, it's his real father. The scientist Dean Cain is his real father. His mother gave him up for adoption, and he had this one photo of his real dad, but he thinks that his real dad is the sheriff, but his real dad isn't the sheriff. Thankfully, because that would be weird when he falls in love with his sister. But instead, he's just falling in love with his cousin.
Oh, this is so good.
So the movie is actually about saving Christmas. That's right, Pablo.
Yeah.
It has to get in there someplace.
That's true. He saves Christmas, but not the zombie apocalypse.
That's right.
So it's just him and her flying over the zombie hordes in the sleigh. Oh,
Yes.
man.
Yeah. It's like that scene in World War Z in Jerusalem, but they're like both smiling and hugging each other as they fly over. It's Santa's sleigh. And like Rudolph is like zombified, his face is all like half chewed off by a coyote or something.
But the notes still close.
Yeah, it's like the end of Grease, where they float up and that. So yes, it has to be a musical.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sippy says, Dean King should really be in here. Of course, if he was watching, he'd have blocked Mike and all his platforms by now.
No, I think Dean would love this story, and I am totally going to pitch it to him.
I had a hard time getting through it.
That's just because you don't get it, Jeff.
I know. I'm sorry. I tried.
I'm still not sure Mike knows what he's done here.
Well, somebody saved Christmas, so
Apparently Ellis thinks so too, because he's saying work backwards from your killer ending. The rest of it's trash. He didn't say that part. That's my part.
Not trash. So we
Versus
open.
zombies.
We
The
open
musical.
in the North Pole. Gina Davis. No, not Gina Davis. Gina Carano is giving birth to triplets.
Oh my gosh! Wait,
No, wait,
That's
that would
Mrs.
make it.
Claus.
That would be the grandmother.
wait a minute. So what about her? Does she cry at all because her husband died?
No, because
Or is she too busy fighting wars in Afghanistan or something?
hey, that's a good idea.
no, because Gina Carano, when she realized her husband dies, she realized that she has to be sent to the South Pole with all the other Mrs. Clauses.
Oh, that's a terrible ending for her. She didn't deserve that.
No. She has to.
It wasn't
get on
her fault. Her husband has
Yeah,
diabetes.
It's like the Eskimo funeral. She has to go climb on an iceberg while it's floating away.
But it's a magic iceberg.
It's a magic iceberg where she'll live for the rest of her life. All 48 hours.
Frozen solid.
If Santa's like TARDIS sleigh, like
Yeah.
has like infinite like storage or goes to like a different world, then can they rescue people who haven't been infected by the zombies and then everybody goes to like the Christmas village in the South Pole or something?
No room in the sleigh.
Yeah,
You don't make it.
The sleigh is a fourth dimensional hypercube.
The snow, no, not anymore. Because this is the representation of the ark. This is it. Game over. Nobody makes it. They all die.
What? Well, then it's not the Ark.
I think
Right.
I think the
It's
sleigh
the
being
anti-ark.
I think the sleigh being the TARDIS is I think a bridge too far here.
It's a little OP. It's a little OP.
Okay,
Real
well,
immersion breaker.
It is a Hallmark special after all. A Hallmark musical. Christmas musical.
I don't think Jeff is feeling this.
I think Candace Burr is going to make it all better, along with Zachary Levi.
I
Because
don't even
Zachary
know who
Levi doesn't
that
have a
is.
job
It's
anymore.
Candace Burr.
Candace Cameron Burr. That she's Kirk Cameron's sister. She's the one from Full House. She's from Full House. She's the one that's in all. She used to be in all the Hallmark movies, and now she runs a different thing with another.
Wait, is she Joey's girlfriend? Which
Who?
one?
No,
I never
she
watched
was
Full House.
she was one of the sisters, the older sister on Full House, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
she's Kirk Cameron's sister in real life.
And what is she?
Pablo
doing?
says it's too unrealistic.
What part?
Yeah, be more specific here. What are you talking about?
I believe the whole thing because it's about magic and Christmas.
And zombies.
Because I believe in magic.
You
In
know what?
zombies' heart.
The zombies haven't done much. We haven't given them much to do.
Well, they're too busy killing off the town residents. So
The problem is that they're all zombies by now. There's no more people in the town. It's not like a
well,
unlimited amount of
you're
townspeople.
going to have a time delay between the first few zombies and the whole town being consumed. So,
unless
No, they all ate the cookies. Oh,
Unless
all
it's
the
a cri-
children ate the cookies, and then the children all killed their parents.
right, unless there's a Christmas festival going on where all the towns are coming to compete for who has the nicest
Cookies.
Christmas tree or cookies. The Christmas trees, you got to give some love to the Christmas trees. You put them in there, you got to give them some.
Cookie competition that the sheriff wins every year.
Okay. Also, because he has good Christmas trees.
Mhm.
We got to get. Do we need the Christmas trees anymore?
The daughter has the Christmas trees.
Yeah, they're in her mechanic car lot thing.
The one
So-
played by Lizzo, right?
A.S. Burnett
No.
says this is the most realistic movie since Sharknado. That's
There
what
you
we're
go.
going for.
That's what we're going for.
I can see the
All right, Mike. It's time for you to adapt this and draw it out.
All right.
You got 10 minutes.
I can do the poster.
There's
and,
some good parts here. Here.
and pitch it to Dean Kane.
I'm going to. You guys think I'm kidding? I'm totally not.
He's
I'd
probably
like to
waiting.
say in advance that since I came up with the idea for the Santa Claus, I think that I'm due.
Oh gosh, where did
Oh
Nolan?
no! Oh no!
Oh well.
Weird. He was
There
just
you
here.
go. What happened to him? Oh, what happened? No
The
one?
tallest grass gets mowed first.
Just just kind of push for an associate producer spot. I'm sure you can get it.
Don't worry, everyone will get credited, at least in spirit.
There you go.
Aw.
That's sweet.
Christmas spirit.
Yeah, so like at the Oscars, when I'm giving my award, I'll say, I'd like to thank the little people.
Wow.
And that'll be you guys.
You're going to see executive producer Mike S. Miller in these huge letters, and then down below it, tiny, tiny letters, everybody else's name.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what's going on here. So there's no more Java of the Damned. I wrote it down for nothing.
There's still no coffee.
There's still no Zach Levi. He hasn't done anything yet.
We'll all be paid an FT token.
He saves us all. He
Zach
saves
Levi?
The Last of Us and becomes the adopted Santa. Because clearly a woman can't do that job.
Can it, Mike? Can it?
Can what?
A woman? Why can't a woman be Santa?
Because Santa's a man.
She's a man.
Brother.
What if you can become a man?
Doesn't sound like Nolan's taking this seriously.
I know.
Yeah, Nolan.
Nolan
you just,
came in here because he saw dollar signs flashing in front of his eyes.
Nolan just jumped his own shark.
I am seeing the potential. I'm rooting for it.
All right.
I am.
Yeah, he's already got the website up and running.
He just copyright.
Wait, what is our title again? Is it the Night of the Lactating Dead, or what is it?
The Night of the Lactating Dead.
Maybe.
Elliot did draw a zombie with milk coming out its ears, and
I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing it again. I already did that once. What's wrong with you people? What is this? What am I, a monkey?
Graphic novel. You have to do it like 400 more times.
Oh, crud. Forgot.
Should we put something about the Mayan prophecy in there as well?
There's a Mayan prophecy logo that in Canada, Texas.
Canada, Texas.
Tex Canada.
Texar Canada.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we're in the northern part of Texas.
Yeah,
Really northern.
Hey.
The one with the polar bears.
Y'all like some brisket, eh?
Oh.
We're over here. We play hockey on the ice, if you know what I'm saying.
Anki on the heist. Is that same as Who Won? Is it Who Won Canada?
Yeah. I used to live near Canada. A guy used to come over. And I know him. He was and he used to do his Canadian accent. He'd go, "Oh yeah, I got a few dollars that we can go. Like go watch some hockey and watch him play on the ice. You know what I'm saying, eh?"
Sounds like an agreeable fellow.
Oh yeah, Canadian's very nice, eh?
Ellis says, enter it into Chat GPT and voila, hand it to Del Toro.
There you go.
Del Toro's Hallmark debut.
Oh, I seem a little stuck on Hallmark.
Well, that was one of our ideas. We could take it. We could move it away. We could put it on ESPN. It just depends on what you're thinking.
On the sports channel. Okay.
I was thinking more like, Lifetime.
Oh yeah.
Lifetime movie.
Do we have any guns in this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Nerf guns so far.
It's Santa in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? His
My
bag
bad.
is going to be full of guns.
Even the zombies will have guns.
Oh, gee whiz. I don't. That's a lot of agency to these zombies, man.
Well, it is Texas, Canada. Texas part of Canada.
Canada. I like Canada.
Tex Canada.
Can there be like cyborg zombies too?
Sure.
You're getting out of hand.
Well, we got a scientist. You might as well have cyborgs.
Yeah, like there'll be the scientist zombies who are smart enough, and they'll be like, "Hey, what's all this stuff here?" And they'll start, we'll have zombie mechs and stuff.
Ellis said, "I gotta leave. My hard drive is having a heart attack."
Sorry about that.
That's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, Ellis,
Gonna be a
what?
problem. You should have asked him to come on.
Yeah. Ellis, you want the link? You got to leave.
He's got a heart attack problem with the hard drive. Hope he solves it. Hope it goes better for you than the zombies did in our story.
It'll be the only script that comes in 3 volumes.
So
that's the problem right there.
Are we gonna end the zombie apocalypse at the end? I forgot.
No.
Why? Because you gotta have a sequel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zachary Levi just says, "You burned it all to hell," or something like that, and then it continues.
Yeah, it'll be Zach Levi like falling down in front of a Whataburger or a Waffle House.
He just falls in front of
the
it.
Waffle House is like
It is
half,
Tex Canada.
yeah. The Waffle House sign is like half fallen down. He's like,
You blew it all.
Damn you all!
Well, the Waffle House will still be operating.
Yeah, it
Get your paws off me, you damn dirty zombies!
might have a limited menu.
Where's my coffee?
It's a madhouse! A madhouse! Ooh, Waffle House.
Is that what was that? Is that from Soylent Green?
No, that's Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Where they're
Does he say
hosing him
that?
down. They're hosing him down with the water hose.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
With the fire hose.
It's a Waffle House. It's a Waffle House.
Now it's turning into history of the world part.
Alternate
Michael.
history of the world.
What?
I don't even know if the Sci-Fi Channel will take this film, but what is it?
Dude,
Yeah.
this would be the cult classic film of the 2010s or the 2020s.
Yeah, this is actually it's kind of taking on the proportions of that big TV special in Scrooged. That solid gold dancers and they're stapling antlers to mice.
Oh, you know what the last scene of the movie is after the epilogue scene? It's like, you remember that scene in Hulk, the last scene in Hulk where you like zoom in on the jungle and it's Bruce Banner. You do the same thing, but it's Dean Cain again.
Nice.
Wait. What if it's down in? This is one of the boys of Brazil. There's all kinds of Dean Cains all over the village. That would be hilarious.
It's Brazil, but it's also still Canada, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the tax breaks.
Okay.
But
It's just, the jungle is just somewhere like in the mountains somewhere.
In southern Canada.
Yeah. Oh, in the middle of a blizzard.
And this all takes place in 1984.
Oh wow, that's an important year.
It's a period piece.
Yeah.
It
don't
is an
even think-
important year. It's the year Terminator came out. It's the year,
Yeah.
what's his face? Buck Rogers flew the last space shuttle.
Isn't that also a place where there was the '84, the Bronx Warriors or something? You guys remember that movie, the terrible B movie? They filmed it like behind my building or something in the Bronx.
Bronx. Was it? I want to say it's Fort Apache, the Bronx.
No, that was a good effort actually. This is like this terrible movie with there's two of them. One's 1984 or something or other, and then there's another one.
Nobody points out the George Orwell thing, really.
No, because I wasn't talking about that, Mike. If I had talked about that, then I would have said that.
Hey
Gosh.
man,
All right,
don't
hold
get
on.
snippy with me.
So we're gonna have Dean Cain be Big Brother as well as Santa Claus as well as the sheriff. What have I missed? Oh, and the scientist.
Right.
It's too much. He's also the leader of a motorcycle gang.
Well, we also got him being a secret baker too. So, but I think that's.
But that's the same character as the sheriff. Come on, don't be ridiculous.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Hold
It's
on,
part
let
of
me
his
see.
character arcs.
Arts,
Right.
which are many.
He's a versatile actor. He can handle it.
Will
It's
he?
true.
Will he eventually come together and form one giant Dean Cain?
So that's
Yes.
Voltron.
Dean
Spoilers.
Cain Voltron.
There you go.
Okay, the movie I was thinking of was. I was off by it's 1984 has nothing to do with these two movies. One's 1990, The Bronx Warriors, and the other one's called Escape from the Bronx. One came out in '83, and one came in '85. So I don't even hit the target at all.
You
off.
averaged correctly though.
I did
And it had the word Bronx in it.
There you go.
both
Which, I mean-
times.
I mean, that's where we could
And-
have Zach Levi come from
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
from the Bronx.
because he's
Well, it's
he yearns for like a simple like
Small
Country
town
life.
life, yeah.
small town.
Hey, my daughter can play the daughter because she'd
Wait.
be like the right age.
really. You don't want her next to
we're
Zach
coming
Levi.
up
He
with-
failed in the movie.
Starring Dean Cain 4 times.
No, that'd be good because that'll save on the budget. 'Cause we
Okay, would
can't-
anyone like
can't
to
hire
explain
Lizzo
the
in a
movie
month.
to Eden? Elliot,
Huh?
Yes, please, Elliot.
could you
I
explain
did
the
What?
movie? Explain the whole movie from the beginning to Eden, please.
Hi.
I'm not really sure, but here's what I've gathered so far. So Eden, just pay attention. This is important.
Okay.
So
It's like
what's
a snake.
happened is Zach Levi loses his job and has to become a milk truck driver, who's delivering milk up into a neighboring town outside the city.
Okay.
On his way, he makes a mistake and loses all the milk that he was going to the healthy milk that he was going to deliver to this town.
Mhm.
But instead, he's so anxious and so nervous about losing his job because he has to, he's a lovable loser, so of course. And so what happens is now he's got to he's got to give the other milk that was actually chemically affected by some virus that turns the people that use milk in the small village town of Happy Town, USA, where all the Hallmark people go to retire, and they all start turning to zombies. It gets folded into the cookies. And meanwhile, Dean Cain is the sheriff who is also the secret baker of the town because he loves Christmas. And he's participating in this. And
You
Zach
forgot the
Levi's,
opening scene.
What?
I said he lost his job.
No, the opening scene.
He lost his job.
The North Pole.
I don't remember that part.
Oh yeah. The three Dean Cains being born
It's more than 3 now, isn't it?
by Gina Carano.
Okay, I forgot about that.
And one of
All
them
right,
is
so-
now wearing a mask, but continue.
An Iron Mask. All right. So now what has to happen is So, but something happens to the truck, and Zachary Levi's just getting really more and more nervous because his truck loses a tire or something happens. It gets messed up, so he has to take it to the mechanic, who happens to be the daughter of Dean Kane, Sheriff Dean Kane,
Played by you.
Got you. Yeah.
You're the daughter.
and he falls in love with you, but you're kind of like iffy on him because he made a really bad movie recently. So
just so you know, you're going to have to lose a tooth, but continue.
yeah. So then what happens next is, in the process though, as the people keep eating cookies and drinking milk with their cookies, they start turning into zombies, and they start doing weird stuff in town. And most of the people, they're just like they're really weird people. Like they're male zombies are walking around with messenger bags and satchels and purses. Che Guevara shirts and stuff like that, and they're the things are going really crazy. So all of a sudden, Dean Kane and Zachary Levi and you are going to fight off these zombies. Except that we learned that Sheriff Dean Kane is also Santa Claus.
Oh my god!
No, he's
Somebody
Santa Claus's brother.
And somebody forgot all about the Christmas trees, but continue.
Oh yeah, because they also own a Christmas tree farm in town. She's not even listening anymore. Look, she's left.
She just saw chocolate, and so she got
okay.
converted.
Enjoy some chocolate, because with this movie you're gonna need it. So the next thing that happens is Dean Kane unites and forms a giant. That's about where I left off.
No, there's no Voltron Dean Kane.
No.
What?
Okay, so there's a scientist Dean Kane who shows up. I'm not even sure who's the Dean Kane in the Iron Mask, what he does.
No.
But I know that
Iron Mask would be Santa. Oh no, wait, he'd be the sheriff, and he'd be, but they wouldn't be in Iron Masks. They were just taken away as children to be raised in America.
There could be a fourth one in the jungle that has the Iron
and
Mask.
the fourth one in the jungle, but we don't see that. They just consider that the afterbirth.
Okay.
Right. So wow. Whoa. So what happens is they get into this big thing, and then Brother 2, Santa Claus 2, Electric Boogaloo, scientist Santa shows up. It's like, hey man, I got things I could do with this. I think he dies right away. And then they got the Iron Mask Santa Claus one dies also, leaving Zachary Levi and you to save the town, which you won't do because they blew it all up. And what's going to happen is
to make sure
Zachary Levi has to take on the powers, the mantle of Santa Claus, to protect you and fly off on the sleigh like in Greece, while all the zombies are trying to form a giant zombie anthill. But they don't reach you because you guys are flying too far, too fast. And then, because you're a vampire, she's a vampire.
No, because she's in Santa's sleigh.
Oh yeah, because you're in Santa's sleigh, and you're the daughter of Santa. You're one of the Santa kids. So you're like,
Santa Claus's niece, technically.
Right, but you are lactose intolerant, so you can't have any.
Drink the milk.
Right.
That's why you didn't drink the milk. But you had chocolate just now. But thankfully, it's from Japan, and so maybe it's not. I just threw that in there. If it's dark enough, there's no milk in it, right?
Yep.
There you go. Shut up, Jimmy. Shut up.
Hi, Jimmy.
So, in the end, you guys fly off, smiling, holding each other, but all the zombies are not. And it's not just there;
It's like the end of
everywhere.
Grease, right?
Yeah.
Like the car flies off into space, but instead of you, Zach Levi, and the background is like, you remember that scene in World War Z where all the zombies are trying to get over the Jerusalem Wall? It's like that scene, but you two are like smiling, and there's music and going up in a
yeah.
And then the epilogue scene.
Zachary Levi may also pick you up by your waist and like spin around in the sleigh, like the hills are alive with the sound of Santa.
Yeah, it's a musical. Eating consent.
it is?
Oh, there you go.
There's some music in it. There's some music in it. Anyway, I think it's a hit.
I absolutely think it's a hit. I think we got
Well, let me know when this gets funded.
okay.
Yeah, you're starring role, so you got to be there.
Might want to get an agent.
Yeah, and a lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah. She might need one.
The way that your dad's been handling the business so far, he conveniently got rid of Nolan because he had something to say. You know.
No, Mike
Ken-
wrote the whole thing by himself. Mike wrote the whole thing.
And he got rid of Kevin Sorbo. I don't think Kevin's going to like that.
Oh, we forgot about Kevin Sorbo. Where's
Ladies
Kevin
and gentlemen.
Sorbo?
Ladies and gentlemen, Zippy.
Hey!
Okay, Eden, can you sing this song, please?
No.
Come on.
Come on, Eden, sing a song.
Sing
Is
this
this
song.
an AI?
Yeah, it's in the tune of The Hills Are Alive. How's that song go? I don't know how it
The
starts.
hills are alive in the sound of music.
How does it start? Hold on.
I don't know how it starts. I know that. I know the hook.
Yeah.
So I got.
I actually think
Like
in the beginning of the movie it starts with her. I mean, there's like an orchestral thing, but it starts with her singing
Yeah.
"The Hills Are Alive." So
The hills have eyes.
yes,
And you need the birds. You need the birds and all the background noise.
Hey, what's going on?
hey,
Zippy.
Well,
What's happening?
it's to the tune.
Oh my gosh, these Zippy.
All right, hold on. Let Eden. All right, go ahead.
No, I don't know this.
Come on, just make it up as you go.
Oh.
You're on, lady.
Oh my
Go.
The hills
Go.
are alive
No.
with the sound of music.
Wrong button.
I don't know. Okay, show me how to do it first.
Santa Claus was jolly, making toys in his shop.
Jolly making toys in his shop. I don't know how to
Just do the same tune over and over again.
Until the world was rocked by a sudden zombie pop.
He left the elves in charge and grabbed his trusty sled. With Rudolph in the lead, they flew up ahead. Chorus! Santa Claus fighting zombies with his bag of tricks and a smile so wide. Santa Claus fighting zombies, saving the world, one undead at a time.
that's the chorus.
That's the chorus. I don't know, dude. It's AI. It's the first shot. All right.
Dude, AI is tone deaf, man.
He's not gonna pay for that either.
Welcome, Zippy.
Hey, what's happening?
How are you?
Oh, pretty good. You know, just enjoying this chicanery.
The chicanery. All right. So who's oh, there's Kevin.
All right, I got an idea for our future.
What?
Future whispering. You gotta have Dean Killian on your show when you present it to him, so everybody can tune in.
Yeah, that's
so we can see the look at his face. Exactly, that's what it's gonna be. He's gonna back away slowly. He's like, right. Well, that's something to think about, Mike. He's gonna think you got into the magic mushrooms.
That sounds great, Mike. Call my agent. We'll set something up.
You got the perfect thumbnail for it too. Hollywood actor reacts to my own pitch.
So whose pitch did you like better, Jeff's or Elliot's?
Elliot's.
No, yours is better. Yours is actually
I
thoughtful.
thought it was just one giant pitch. I didn't think it was separate. I thought it was all together.
It's more like a stream of consciousness pitch.
No, you weren't here when Jeff pitched.
I think Jeff should pitch with Elliot laughing in the background.
It's his
That was,
man.
Jeff, that was Jeff's pitch. It was Jeff and Elliot just go, no!
It was funny. It was funny.
By the way, Jeff, don't ever do my impression again. I'm gonna hunt you down, bro. I will give you the nastiest review of your books. You've been warned. You've been warned, punk. Just retire that.
Oh, crap.
Hey, Nolan, I never met you before. How you doing, buddy?
What's up,
Let's
Jibby? You never
Finally
cussed.
got to talk with Amy and Melissa in person. It's always been in the chat previously.
Hey, it's so great to finally get to meet you.
Likewise.
You
Hey,
did,
how you doing, fella?
Who?
I said, hey, Elliot, how you doing, fella?
Hey, what's up?
There you go.
How's Florida treating you?
Well, you know, Florida. It's Florida.
I like it very
Actually,
much.
it's been nice. It was cool. the last
You lucked
couple
out with
days.
that
It was fun.
hurricane. I remember you hearing some
Yeah,
updates
yeah.
about you. That was amazing. It like turned right. It's like, nah, we're not gonna hit Tampa. We're gonna go over here and wreck these other people.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It'll happen anyway, sooner
Okay.
than later. Tampa's going to get pummeled. Oh well, such is life.
Did
What's up
Carson
so
leave?
long, Grippy?
Did Carson take off?
Yeah,
Did he
Carson
fall-
took off.
You had to go get
Did,
dinner.
or did he fall asleep and you just cut him out?
They tried to get him involved. He didn't want to precipitate. Told him.
Precipitate?
He didn't want to precipitate.
First parade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aspirate.
Participation means that he has to be involved in something. So precipitation is the right term.
Mm.
It has to be something that's worth participating in.
Are you one of those guys that says the word specific, Pacific?
No, I was just kidding. I like saying that word. It's like saying Canada. I like
I
that.
used to work for a guy that did that, and he would say
That's like-
Pacific as opposed to specific.
That's like nuclear. Drives me crazy.
Nuclear.
I had a guy say that to me recently. I was in Hobby Lobby and he said, Pacific. I just need to be Pacific with you. I'm like, can you be Atlantic with me?
Are you gonna ask me a question?
That was in my head. I didn't say it. To him. I was like, you didn't just say Pacific, did you? Boy. I was just like, all right, well, we're done here.
Were you
Man, I
able
didn't even
to...
realize we are
What?
over 3 hours.
Oh,
And
Kevin
this-
Sharp's in the
this
chat.
has been such a fun show.
I thought I was getting off work done on
hey,
this.
Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
What's up? I'll join you guys next week. Sorry you went to bed early. Ah,
You
get
know
your
that
rest,
once in a
young
while.
man.
What you have now? What are you talking about?
Next week's story will be about a park ranger and his
Uh-oh.
friends,
And it will also star in Dean Kane.
starring Dean Kane, in a slapstick comedy
He's got a lot on his plate coming
about
up.
the supernatural horrors of the woods.
The
So,
park ranger becomes an interdimensional explorer
Well,
with Dean Kane.
if it's in the woods, Comics Bear might be able to help.
Is this
True.
like the Yogi Bear Park Ranger?
The way Mike describes it, yeah, probably.
yeah.
Are there
Say a
zombies?
fuzzy
in this
creature in the
one
chat.
too?
He just said Yogi Bear.
Actually, I think we should model the park ranger after like Arthur from the movie Arthur.
He's a hooker?
Dudley Moore.
He's a
Moore.
drunk.
Dudley
He's
Moore.
alcoholic.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a drunk because he was a park ranger, but really he wanted to be a Navy SEAL.
I
But this
don't
was the best
know
we could
what you're
get.
talking about.
What are you talking about? My entire life I wanted to be a Navy SEAL, and here I am with a talking bear. Ridiculous.
It writes itself.
It writes
That's pretty
itself.
good. It's pretty good, Mike. I gotta say, your idea is way better than my serious, epic, Oscar-winning idea.
Elliot's pitching me this really serious, scary movie, and I'm like, yeah, like Super Troopers.
You know,
Oh, what?
the sad part is that we could probably make this. We could probably make either movie, and people could actually go to see it in
Sure.
the movie theaters.
Oh, for sure. What are you talking about?
Dude,
See,
it's a
See
I
Netflix
told you.
deals, maybe an
a hit.
Amazon special.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's a hit, bro. I already said it. It's a hit.
We
It's
banging
gonna
it
be
out. Anyways,
remarkable.
It'll
is
either
our
it'll be
Zippy
Dean
competitive.
Kane's biggest hit, or he'll have to move to Saskatchewan.
Dean Kane is going to want to start a production company with me.
To make more of these.
He's taking over his career.
We're going to come up with a new movie every week for this production company.
Poor Kevin Sorbo.
They all start.
I just-
Dean Kane.
I mean, you know,
We still need to do a zombie movie in a coffee shop to call it Java of the Dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how it started.
That's
That's
important.
why I tuned in. There you guys started this.
Oh,
When-
yeah.
yeah, that just lost it.
Well, it sort of swerved when we went to the Hallmark
the
channel.
wheels
It swerved
came
a
off.
lot. It's not sort of swerved.
Actually,
It swerved
Kinda-
back and forth.
kind of slammed into a couple of trees, went off a cliff, and kept going.
Yeah, broke a guardrail or two.
It's true.
Killed
It's
several
true.
children in a bus on the way down the hill. Wow, that got dark. Hey,
That got
thanks
really
everyone
dark.
for being
Flaming
here.
school bus on fire.
And started the zombie apocalypse. All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
I hear an echo in here. What is that?
Thanks everyone for being here. Zippy, how can people follow you out the door?
I'm on Twitter. If you're on that trash, you can follow me there. And I have a YouTube channel. That's
Nice.
it's just hanging there right now. I'm not doing anything, but you can follow me there.
It's Zippy's highlights.
Zippy the Unicorn. Yeah, I'm just. Well, I was getting ready to do a weekly thing, and then I got some stuff come up. So
You still
Kinda take-
posting on Doug's locals?
oh yeah, I'm on local. So yeah, I got like 20,000 followers on there. So
Holy cow! Maybe you could get this movie funded.
well, I'll have Dean call me.
Executive.
I get executive producer.
Unicorn.
This is produced by some lunatic unicorn.
This would be
It's apropos, isn't it?
Unicornus Productions.
It would fit right in with everything else.
Yeah.
Next
Maybe
up,
we can get
no
a-
one in Lee, Punching Pandas.
Yeah, you can find me on punchingpandas.com. I have most of my stuff on Instagram at punching.pandas, and you can go and I'm on YouTube hanging out too at Punching Pandas.
Punching Pandas.
Jiggity Jerk Monger, Elliot Fernandez.
I actually don't want to be found anywhere. Leave me alone.
Go get some sleep. Aw.
Amy.
Hey! Oh, I love our little scripture here. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Oh, I don't think I could top that. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for coming out and having some fun with us.
Missy.
Hi, it was a wonderful night. We were on Sneaky, me, Zibby, and Elliot, and oh, what a night! Amy and I, if you ever want to check out what we do, we make games. We're in the middle of building a neat new engine, and yeah, I just got the inventory system working. I'm moving up the dialogue. It's going to be epic. When we do get updates and screenshots and awesome stuff to share, we'll be sharing it on unseekingdom.com with much aplomb. We're looking forward to sharing with you guys. Thanks so far for hanging out tonight. God bless.
You got it.
I gotta be honest with you. I didn't think there was actually two of you. I thought it was just one person. And
A lot of people wondered about that.
I get that.
like you're in the chat at the same time, just going back and forth. I was like, yeah.
For everyone knows that's Zippy talking, not Jeff doing the Zippy voice. So.
Oh, yeah. That terrible impression. I'm gonna try to do
It's
Jed's
work,
voice.
man.
That hurts.
You can work
That
on
that
it.
hurts.
If you ever say that again, I'm gonna hunt you down and kill you.
You'd have to kind of stand in line on that one. But anyways,
It's
so I
a
think it's my
laundry
turn. Yeah, it is kind of. So it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Okay.
More.
Buy the Wizard Stone, available on Amazon, and stop in and on Chester Busby's channel and watch Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition, where Amy, I, and Melissa will be on there drawing my book. Believe it or not.
Yeah. So looking forward to that.
Yes.
Excellent.
I gotta really put out a bunch of reference text tonight. A lot of it. So that's it.
Oh, and that leaves me.
Ah.
Thank you,
Oh, I gotta
everyone. Thank,
Hi, Fuzzy.
thank you, everyone, for being here. All my fine feathered guests. Matt Cosson, who dawdled off. Did anybody else pop in and out that I forgot? Oh, Edwin, thank you, sir, for being here. Everyone in the chat, thank you for spending your Wednesday night with us. This has been a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it again next week.
Thanks, Jet.
And I can't wait for this movie to
Yeah.
be done. Dean Cain. Amen.
Can't wait to see his reaction.
Dean Cain's gonna change his name.
Fighting zombies with his bag of tricks and a smile so wide.
Definitely his
Santa
agents.
Claus
Definitely
fighting
his
zombies,
agent's gonna be changing his number.
saving the world one undead at a
Dean
time.
Cain,
Hey,
we know it's
it's
Carl
a theme
Swanson.
song. It's what we're doing. Shadow of the Conqueror still available on Kickstarter for a couple more weeks. Please do get it if you haven't. I'm not going to show it because there's only 15 of you watching. Anyways, God bless us, everyone. Have a great night. We'll see you in the next exciting episode of Weapons of Media Distraction. Say
Is
goodnight,
Chad gonna do the comic version of this movie?
Man,
The
Maybe he
novel.
will the sleigh.
I'll have Doug draw it.
He's not doing nothing.
I know. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good
night,
night,
Good night,
everyone.
everybody.
God bless.
Good night.